In retirement, we need multiple sources of income to meet our needs. The 30 plus 9 savings plan can turbocharge your income plan with its 30% deposit match and 9.5% guaranteed annual rate of return. Backed by a Fortune 100 company, the 30 plus 9 plan provides safety, security, and peace of mind. It's something everyone should take a look at. For free information, call or text to 888-411-4130 or click this video to learn more.
For more than 30 years, Fisher House Foundation has provided families of wounded, injured, and ill service members and veterans a home away from home at no cost, because a family's love is good medicine. Learn more at fisherhouse.org.
O'Reilly. Help increase your vehicle's performance with Lucas Fuel Treatment at O'Reilly Auto Parts. A clean fuel system can increase performance and fuel economy. Simply add it to your tank at your next fill-up to eliminate carbon and varnish deposits. Get 2 bottles of Lucas Fuel Treatment for just $9 plus 2 times points at O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Wherever the road takes you, Rush Truck Centers makes it easy to get the parts you need. Visit iHeartRush.com and click Shop Parts to browse heavy and medium-duty parts for all makes and models. You can check inventory, connect with an expert, and track your order with real-time text updates. Rush Truck Centers, delivering the right parts right when you need them. Shop now at iHeartRush.com and discover Rush Truck Center's huge inventory or speak with one of our parts experts. iHeartRush.com.
When the moments in your life are too important to miss, you can trust O'Reilly Auto Parts to keep you and your plans on the road. Our professional parts people can test your vehicle's battery and even give it a charge if needed. In most cases, we can install your new battery for free. It's just one of the many services we provide at O'Reilly Auto Parts to ensure life's best moments don't find you stranded.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
WMAL traffic from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
In McLean Beltway inner loop before the George Washington Parkway, there's a broken down tractor trailer. The central left lane is blocked. Heavy backups from 123 with the heavy backups northbound GW Parkway between 123 and the Beltway, and southbound 270 spur traffic jammed up between Democracy Boulevard and the Beltway. The shoulder block southbound I-395 in Arlington because of remnants of the accident between Washington Boulevard and Glebe Road. Now from GarageToRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
There may be some more strong storms through the evening with an overnight low of 72, then a cooler Wednesday with scattered thunderstorms at a high in the mid-80s. I'm meteorologist Jeff Marr from the Weather Channel on WMAL.
Right now, 81 at Reagan National. I'm Heather Curtis on WMAL.
Deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Mark Levin here. Our number 877-381-3811, 877-381-3811. Welcome, America. Welcome, America. Daniel Ortega in Nicaragua is a communist. His wife is a communist, and the duo run Nicaragua with an iron fist, as communists do. Ortega was elected in the 1980s and then defeated, in part due to the great Ronald Reagan, who helped push him out and supported the freedom fighters. But he's held on to power now for about 20 years. And of course, elections in communist countries are phony anyway, just as they're phony in some of the Islamist countries like Turkey and Pakistan. But Ortega has boldly announced no more elections. Now, he's a communist, as I said. No more elections, he says. You know, if the Marxist Islamists, and yes, the Democrat Party get their way, elections will be nothing but a foregone conclusion in our country. A Potemkin exercise in phony democracy as they destroy the electoral processes established in our Constitution and further alter our immigration system as well as electoral procedures in the states. You think that's overstating it, Mr. Producer? Isn't that why they're doing these things? I don't think there's any question about it. I don't think there's any question about it at all. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, I started a discussion yesterday that I want to continue today, and I will continue on my Fox program. And I expect the backbencher plagiarists to regurgitate it if they're smart. If they're not smart, they won't. That's this phrase, working people. Working people. Now, working people, we all identify, don't we, as working people? Those of us who actually work every day. Working people. But the Democrats, that is the Marxist communists and the Islamists, they use it in a way where they literally attempt to hijack the phrase, and they want everybody to believe that they are for working people. And so they repeat it time and time and time again. We're about working people, what to do for working people, what to provide working people. And as I thought through it last night and shared with you, and I'm thinking through it now and want to share with you again, communism is all about working people, killing them, enslaving them, and brutalizing them. It has always amazed me how the communists talk up the working people. Those 60 million people Mao slaughtered and starved to death, they were working people. Those concentration camps Xi has set up in communist China with millions of people, those are working people in those concentration camps. Those 30 to 40 million people Stalin murdered and starved to death, they were working people too. The millions of people in North Korea in concentration camps, as well as murdered and starved to death, were working people. Cuba is populated with millions of enslaved working people, and so forth and so on. You see, for the communists, the working people are key. They're there to serve the state. They're there to serve the centralized masterminds, the power structure. Only in free societies, and especially in this one, in America, are quote-unquote working people the heart and soul of the society, of freedom, of independence, of innovation, of productivity, of wealth creation, of prosperity. We're in a society that truly respects the working people, that believes in the working people, that the working people are the backbone of our society, not the backbone of our government, not the backbone of political parties, the backbone of our society. We are the sovereign, each one of you as individuals. An individual human being, you are a sovereign. Collectively, we are the sovereign. Communism doesn't view the working people as the sovereign. They don't view the working people as the sovereign at all. The working people need to be manipulated. They need to be redefined, re-educated. Anybody who steps out of line needs to be eliminated, shamed, pushed out of the way. They don't really mean working people. They mean enslaved people. The people are to be slaves to the state. The people are to be slaves to the masterminds. The people are to be slaves to an ideology that cannot work and never does work, wherever it's tried and whenever it's tried. When you have people, very stupid people like Jon Stewart, or Hassan Piker, or Bernie Sanders, tell you that there are people that don't have enough to eat, people who do not have enough clothes, people who do not have enough homes. The fact of the matter is, we have more people who have enough food, more people have enough clothing, more people have enough homes than any society on the face of the earth. It is not perfect because human beings are not perfect. So institutions cannot and will never be perfect. But there are institutions that are more perfect than other institutions. If you live in a slave state, that is where working people are effectively enslaved and work for the state, and have to work for the state in order to be fed, have to work for the state in order to have clothing and housing and so forth, you have no opportunity. You have no opportunity for betterment, none whatsoever. They call it a classless society. Of course it's classless. It's a dehumanized society. So there aren't people who are more successful than others. There aren't people who, based on merit and hard work, have achieved more than others. There aren't people willing to take risks unless they're willing to be killed summarily. The whole human factor is taken out of the ideology when we're talking about communism. So people don't have clothing or food or housing for a variety of reasons. It's not uniquely and exclusively the system. It might be a person, him or herself, who has decided to follow a course that is a bad course of action for them, for their families, and so forth and so on. And in America, the freest of the free societies, at least up to now, there are always adjustments being made. There's always changes being made. There's always reforms being made, even without the government dictating them. Why? Because if some guy in his garage, or some guy in his kitchen, or some guy working on a car, and gals too, obviously, comes up with a better idea, a niche idea, we might call it reform, we might call it improvement. They're motivated not simply because they're free, which is important, and they're free to think for themselves, they're free to try and fail, but because maybe they want to become famous, maybe they want to become successful and wealthy. Whatever the reason is, it doesn't matter. But that person in a communist regime is a threat, thinking for him or herself, acting on his or her own motivations. This is why they classify us as groups. And from the communist perspective, we can never get out of the group. If you're rich, that's it, and you're bad, and you need to be addressed, that is taken down. If you're poor, that's it. It doesn't matter why you're poor. It's the system that we will blame. And therefore, the system needs to be taken down. No individual responsibility because there's no individual merit. Again, they don't care about working people. They are dehumanizing working people. They are dehumanizing the massive middle class in the United States of America, which is the backbone of this society, the backbone of our culture, and the backbone of our economic system. If you all decided not to work tomorrow, we'd go broke. The country would collapse. But there's enough of us, still probably most of us, who think as individuals, right? And we make the system work. So communism is about working people, killing them, enslaving them, brutalizing them, controlling them. It is the most effective ideology ever imposed on human beings. It is an ideology that does not comprehend human nature and yet seeks to destroy it. For some non-defined general good. And that's why people who've accomplished nothing, people who've experienced almost nothing, that's why those people can run regimes that are communist regimes, because you need absolutely no knowledge, absolutely no experience. You just need an ideology backed up by an iron fist. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
That's what you tell yourself. You're up 3 times a night instead of 5. The urgency is manageable. The stream's not great, but it's fine. That's the problem. Fine. Enlarged prostate, or BPH, doesn't pause because the medication takes the edge off. The prostate keeps growing. The bladder keeps working harder. And over time, those changes can be harder to reverse. But surgery? Not for you, right? Aquablation is not the surgery you're picturing. It's the only ultrasound-guided, robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Don't wait until things become unbearable. Find an Aquablation urologist near you. Visit aquablation.com. Aquablation.com. That's aquablation.com. Visit aquablation.com. All surgical treatments carry risks, and results may vary. Side effects may include, but are not limited to, urinary symptoms, mild pain, infection, or less frequently, urethral or rectal injury, or ejaculatory dysfunction. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more.
The U.S. Treasury just released its official financial report for 2025. Buried in it is a startling admission. By its own numbers, it appears the U.S. government is insolvent. When governments go this deep in debt,
In Virginia, 2 central lanes are blocked because of the broken down tractor-trailer Beltway inner loop before the George Washington Parkway. Extreme backups from 123 with slowing northbound GW Parkway between 123 to the Beltway. The backups northbound 3rd Street Tunnel between D Street and New York Avenue, slowing northbound DC 295 between the 11th Street Bridge and Pennsylvania Avenue. Now from GarageStoreRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely, lows around 72. Tomorrow, a chance of showers with thunderstorms, then turning partly sunny with a high near 86.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Have you noticed tingling, numbness, or burning in your feet or legs? It might seem like a minor annoyance, but those could be early signs of peripheral neuropathy, and it often gets worse if it's left untreated. It's Derek Hunter. If nerve pain or loss of sensation keeps you from enjoying golf, pickleball, walking, traveling, or just an active life, I encourage you to call Dr. Shannon Thompson, the founder of Restore Health of Virginia in Ashburn. Dr. Thompson offers an advanced, drug-free, non-surgical treatment program designed to improve circulation, calm damaged nerves, and help restore sensation and balance. And for a limited time, the first 25 WMAL callers will receive complimentary nerve, sensory, and thermal imaging screening. The first step is a brief phone consultation with Dr. Thompson to find out if this program may be right for you. Call 703-637-1000. That's 703-637-1000. Again, 703-637-1000.
Been
raining hard. The
It's
sun's
time
coming
to make
out.
a bedroom the best room in the house. True Vitality Medical Center
Rain.
eliminates
Heavy
erectile
rain.
dysfunction and PE for thousands of men.
For about
Even
20
when
minutes.
Viagra and Cialis have failed. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
True Vitality Medical Centers, painless breakthrough treatments, eliminate ED and PE. Age doesn't matter. Medical history doesn't matter. 98% of patients experience instant results right in the office.
In just one visit, True Vitality Medical Center has men lasting longer, performing better, and enjoying the best sex of their lives. Right now, your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 703-637-1222. 703-637-1222. To end your frustration in the bedroom, call now. 703-637-1222.
It's Vince. I love cars and I love PCU Fast in Chantilly. Right now, they've got a great deal on powder coating your car's wheels. It's powder coated for just $800.
I'm calling Patrick, New York. Hello.
To voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Uh-oh.
At the tone, please record your
He
message.
don't want to
When you
talk.
have finished recording, you may hang up.
Isn't that sad? Hey, Patrick, I was hoping you'd come on my panel. Maybe I'll send you a text message. You know, I figure Patrick, New York, so over there at Alpash's, you know, encourage him to, are we making more phone calls to Billy's neighbors and the cops today? Oh, over there sucking Alpash's ass. There you go. I just called you. You can call me back anytime, Patrick. Come on up. Come on up, fucker. Come on, let's discuss the text messages I sent you earlier today. Huh? You want to fucking play? You want to fucking play? Let's play. Come on. Bring Tom Flash with you. I don't give a fuck.
Ability. It's a matter of personal responsibility.
I knew it the first time you told me not to talk about Tiffany.
There's
That's
not another
when you
country
had a
on the face
wrench.
of the earth that has the variety of foods.
You and Matt Galligan
and
did
drinks
the same shit.
At the prices we have them. Not another one.
Otherwise, you guys wouldn't have been here begging for a fucking
price of a
wrench.
gallon of gasoline. Well, we kind of freak out, don't we? You want to get a sense for what it's like to live in a soft tyranny?
Because you got to wonder, why did I put a wrench on Matt Galligan?
Democracy in America.
Someone who was trolling
Lead to
me
a hard
before
tyranny?
I ever opened the chat up.
Look at the Northeast.
Saying derogatory
Look at California.
remarks. Yeah, especially in
Look at
Zenny's
the price
chat.
of gasoline, the massive sales taxes. Look at the price of
How about you,
electricity,
Matt?
the highest in the country.
Matt Galligan.
Why? You would think the people in New England and the North generally would want governors. and
Offers open, hey
legislatures that would
girl, if
bring
you
the
decide to
prices
come
down.
up.
They would allow for
I
more,
won't let Rusty up unless you want to talk to her.
for more electrical lines.
I
They
think
would
you
allow
I think you
for a
fear
bigger
her.
grid. They would allow for
You
more
don't run a
pipelines to
stream.
provide
You don't
oil
open a
and
chat.
natural
You don't do
gas.
none of that shit.
Because it could be really,
You've been hiding
really
under
cold in the
JC's
wintertime,
wrench
and
the
yet
whole
that's not how
fucking
they
time,
vote.
and then the
It may
other
be how
ones.
you vote, but
Let's
it's
see,
not
who
how
do we
majority
have?
vote
Banksy,
in these blue states, or
Apion?
purple states.
Who else?
They vote. And
Then you
almost
guys
an
used
economic
Mary. You hit
suicidal
out
fashion.
Mary's chat. She
They
gave
vote
out wrenches to people
to
she didn't even
drive
know
up
who
the
the fuck
cost.
they were.
And reduce the availability of these necessities.
Just because she thought you were being her friend.
Because they actually believe you're going to have something for nothing. They
Right
actually
here.
believe that electricity and gasoline
Wiggins gonna
and oil
take. He's got
must
a
come from the-
surprise for us in 3 months. I heard that
from the
part
tooth
last
fairy,
night.
I guess.
I'd laugh.
And they have easy targets when they don't. They blame the very companies that are denied the permits to drill for oil. to build pipelines.
About
to
it,
build
Jason.
more infrastructure.
He didn't care about all
carry
them
electricity to our
workers
homes
getting put
and
out of
so
a
forth and
job
so
when
on.
Biden fucking
They've been
rescinded
taught to
all
think
those
that
permits
way. They've been
to
taught to
drill
believe
for
that
oil
way
on federal
in our
land,
colleges
our
and
land.
universities, by our media, and by the left. If there's a
Miss
price
Rich
out there that's
Bitch.
too high, it's the fault of the actual provider, not the government. Not the government. If there aren't enough doctors in our system, that's apparently the fault of the doctors and the hospitals, and yet it's not. Did you know that the federal government determines how many medical students will graduate each year? Did you know that, Rich? You learned it from me, 5-8 years ago. The federal government determines how many doctors there will be. State governments determine how many hospitals will be.
And if you do, hey girl, I have to give Rusty equal time if she wants it.
And of
I
course,
will.
the FDA
I would.
determines
You know I would.
whether life-saving
I'll let
drugs
anybody
will
up
hit
here.
the market or not. And it
You break
costs
the rules, you
pharmaceutical
overstep
companies
bounds, then you know you
tens
get
of
don't
billions of
complain
dollars
if
to
I
develop
fucking
one drug
throw you
over the
out or
course of
whatever.
20 years. Well, who's responsible for that? I'll be right back.
Wiggin said it. Billy's mostly right about you fuckers. You want me to play it?
For nearly
I'll loop that
3,000 years,
motherfucker.
Homer's epic poem, The Odyssey, has shaped the literary and moral imagination
Come on
of
up
the
here,
West.
Rum.
More
Bring
than a story of
Vanguard and
monsters
Paul
and
Peach Life with
shipwrecks and mythical
Come on, you
creatures,
British
it's
fucks.
about
Come on up
courage,
and film my
duty,
panel. I dare
loyalty,
you.
and
I'll
the
take
search
you
for
all
home.
on.
Odysseus faces Cyclops, sirens, witches, and storms at sea. But his greatest
Where's
challenges
Kubla
are the
Khan? Is that
temptations,
is Paul
pride,
Renfrew
comfort,
still
despair,
alive?
and avoiding responsibility at home. These are
Renfrew.
challenges that
I
we
guess
as
that's how you
Americans living in
pronounce it.
2026 face as
I wanna
well.
say it's kinda
That's why
Scottish,
Hillsdale College
probably.
has released its newest free
you know.
online course, The Odyssey. Hillsdale's free
English,
online
Irish,
courses are taught
Scottish.
by
You
Hillsdale
guys are all the
College
same.
professors. So start right now with Hillsdale College's newest free online course, The Odyssey. Go to Levin for
And you're related to the Germans and the French.
Totally free. Read the classics, study
You're all
the West.
Parisian.
Start right now at Levin
All
for
of ya.
Hillsdale.com.
They
That's
migrated from-
Levin for Hillsdale.com.
Yeah,
You're gonna love it.
from Persia.
The IRS, the world's most aggressive.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
There's a lot of us out there.
Wiggin always talked like he's authority on the Bible. Well, it was the king of Persia that sent the Jews back to their homeland. So fuck you. And it's recorded.
This media station. Making sense.
I'm
of
not
news.
Jewish.
News Talk 105.
Not Catholic either.
News now.
WMAL News at 6:30. Good evening. I'm Heather Curtis. Storms moving through the DMV this hour. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 10 tonight, and more watches and warnings could be issued as the evening progresses.
Looking at the chance for some flooding, flashing Montgomery County, areas of Howard and Frederick. That's till 2 o'clock in the morning with these high rainfall rates.
7 News meteorologist Veronica Johnson expects everything will calm down around 10 tonight. President Trump asked today about his announcement that he'll be imposing 50% tariffs on many Canadian imports in 30 days. He says those are not in response to Canadian wildfires.
Separate, we're looking at that separately.
And what is there anything?
It's only in response to the way they've treated our farmers and our people.
Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney says the trade disputes raise costs for goods, and his country is ready to engage to address outstanding issues with the U.S. to the mutual benefit of their citizens. Traffic and weather next.
I am Winter Troxel. We're going to make one of the most difficult financial transitions of your lifetime easy. As we work through the challenges retirees face and how to overcome them, we have one simple goal for the show: live your best life and sleep peacefully every night. Give my team a call, 301-850-0683, and join us this weekend on WMAL.
Investment advisory services are provided by Apollon Wealth Management, LLC, an investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Insurance and annuities offered through MFG Insurance Services, Inc. and its associated insurance licensed agents.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Trust WMAL to bring you the facts, and so do hundreds of thousands of like-minded listeners and business leaders each week. If you want to grow your business with people who share your values, WMAL's Cumulus Digital Solutions can connect you with customers
I drink a lot of
wherever they
coffee.
are. Whether you're a small business or building something big,
No,
we'll create
wow.
a
I drink a
strategy
cup
that
in the
works for
morning
you.
and I drink a cup
Radio
at night.
builds trust. Digital drives action. Together, they
Sometime
deliver
through the
results. Contact
Tonight,
Rex Minturn
early.
at WMAL.com/advertise and let's grow your business together.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Now when you play Powerball, at Double Play for only $1 more, your numbers will be entered into the Double Play drawing for a chance to win up to $10 million. Double the play for just $1 more. If only everything good could be doubled. Double vacation days. Double desserts. Double your favorite dog, Dolly. Double your play with Powerball Double Play for just $1 more.
Try it today. New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
For the past decade, the market has rewarded investors. The question is, what are you doing with those gains? If you've watched your portfolio climb, now's the time to explore ways to lock in a portion of your success with a long-term income-producing plan. My recommendation? Call the Aaron's team. Ask about the 30+9 savings plan with its 30% deposit match and 9.5% annual interest guarantee for 12 years. Your retirement income must keep pace with inflation, and the 30+9 plan can with its increasing income feature. Don't wait for volatility to force your next move. Take action while you're ahead. To get your free illustration and brochure, call or text the Aaron's Team hotline at 888-411-4130.
Tastes like cinnamon.
411-4130. You can call or text to 888-411-4130.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making
Tom, I
sense
just
of the
noticed you.
news.
Hi, Tom.
When his term ends next year, and further entrenching the role he shares with his wife, Rosario Murillo. Now, keep in mind, when you look at North Korea, the founder of North Korea was a Stalinist. He handed the country over to his son when he died, like in his will. And then when his son died, he handed the country over to his second son. That would be the founder's grandson, like he was in the estate. He was in the will. Ortega, who has continuously held power since 2007, following an earlier presidential term in the 1980s, said the move will close off any path to the opposition, although he did not provide details about carrying out the ban. Quote, there won't be any more elections here for them to try to seize the government and seize power. Elections are not about seizing the government or seizing power, are they? They're about the people making a determination, but not in Nicaragua. Ortega said this in a speech on Sunday evening to commemorate the 1979 Sandinista Revolution, which Ortega helped overthrow the U.S.-backed Somoza dictatorship. Now,
I was in the Navy
Reagan
then.
said enough of that, and of course, he funded the freedom fighters
I was at sea.
in Nicaragua and overthrew
Naval warships
the
get credit for
Sandinistas.
that, even though they're at sea.
But he leaves office,
Especially
and then,
because
of
they
course,
are
the
at sea.
Sandinistas
Hey, Tony.
are back. The days when parties backed by the Yankees, the United States, he says, and the Somoza Arias would return to power are over. Never again. So they always have to have a boogeyman. We're not involved at all in their elections. And then you can hear the same kind of talk from a Bernie Sanders and an AOC and anybody that's with the Democratic Socialists of America, aka American Communists, American Marxists. Same thing. The billionaires, we got the billionaires.
The billionaires.
When Mal kicked 60
The
million
billionaires
people,
don't pay their fair
slaughtered 60
share. They
million
don't pay
people
no.
killed.
They don't pay no tax.
It's not about the
Only poor
billionaires,
people
was it?
pay tax. Poor people who
In
don't
Cuba,
own
which is
property or
basically a
businesses, they pay
concentration camp,
tax.
It's not about the billionaires.
The billionaires.
In North
Bernie
Korea,
Sanders. I hate myself because I'm
where
a
people are
Jew.
starving to death and they're in internment camps. That's not about the billionaires, is it? communist China, not about the billionaires, is it?
I'm
not.
a Yankee Doodle
And in New York
Dandy.
City today, it's not about the billionaires either. It's about controlling the population. In fact,
James
it's
Cagney.
about changing the population. Changing it. And the emphasis is on the people.
Thank you, Tony. That's very kind of you,
They're
sir.
like sheep.
Somehow I'll try to return the favor.
They need to demand more from the government. They need to become reliant on the city government.
I'm going to roll a
And
joint.
those who speak out, and those who are entrepreneurs, and those who are small business people, and those who say no. They're the problem, don't you know? They're the fascists. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said in a statement Tuesday that Ortega's decision to no longer hold elections lays bare their true authoritarian nature. Well, that's for sure. And that the Nicaraguan people have the right to choose their own leaders through democratic elections. The Trump administration has described the Ortega government as a dictatorship. That's funny. They have to say the Trump administration described it as a dictatorship. Is it not a dictatorship? And imposed sanctions on more than 2,350 Nicaraguan officials and their relatives.
Nicaragua.
So there's a class structure, not in the United States, where people can be rich.
That's
and
somewhere
poor
is
and
in
poor and
Mexico.
rich,
South of
powerful and they're
Mexico.
not powerful, and so forth and so on. Where there are elections that change governments and change parties all the time.
Ooh, is that a seed?
But not so in communist regimes. Not so in communist regime. That's where the autocrats are. And yet they use the language, don't they? They use the language to describe that which they are, but they point the finger at their opponents. That's what Bernie Sanders is expert at. Nicaragua's last election in 2021 was widely disputed after Ortega detained opponents and business leaders and criminalized dissent. You know who else does that, America? Erdogan in Turkey. Erdogan in Turkey. No F-35s for Erdogan in Turkey or anything else for that matter, as far as I'm concerned. Last year, Ortega further consolidated his power through a series of constitutional reforms. Oh, constitutional reforms, you see, of the sort the Democrat Party and their Marxist Islamist access is encouraging. Constitutional reforms. We eliminate the United States Senate. If we can't eliminate it, we add 4 more Democrats by adding a city, D.C., and a territory, Puerto Rico. That's right. We eliminate real elections by eliminating the Electoral College. So we have direct elections where the blue cities and states control the outcomes. It's not a real election. That's not really democracy, is it, America? That's not the consent of the governed unless you're in those 12 states. Forget about the other 38 states. The Democrats have a million ideas. Oh, yeah. A million ideas. And they call it all democracy. The communists call everything democracy. They call it reform as well. They're there to reform the system. The system is corrupt. We're going to take it over. We're going to rejigger it. We're going to make all these fantastic changes for the working people. The UN Human Rights Council has accused Ortega and Morelo's government, that's his wife, transforming the country into an authoritarian state and systematically violating human rights. Imagine that. Comes with the territory, doesn't it? In 2018, Ortega responded in widespread anti-government protests with a crackdown, in which more than 300 people were killed. Imagine that. Analysts and opposition politicians in exile said the declaration put into focus the reality of two-person rule under the Ortegas while revealing the couple's fear of an opposition movement taking root. Well, that's why they have a police state. Ortega and Morelos are evidently afraid at the idea
Fucking rain
that
and
the
hard
slightest
again.
political opening could create the conditions of dissent to manifest and threaten their grip on power. Now, if this sounds like the Islamist regime in Iran, you're right. But the Islamist regime in Iran goes one step further.
Tom!
Hey!
People are prepared to die for the cause.
What's
as
up,
long as
Chuck?
they die also.
Huh?
The country of Nicaragua was transformed into
You're not touching the nurses, are you?
No.
All right.
Felix Maradiaga, the presidential hopeful.
You're
for the
thinking about it,
opposition.
though,
Imagine how
right?
brave these people are. He was jailed in Nicaragua.
It's
from
okay to think,
2021 to
right?
2023.
Yeah.
Before being expelled to the U.S., said he saw Ortega's
It's that
comments
song, right?
less as a show of force.
Don't
and
give
as
me
a
no
confession
lines
of
and
fear.
keep your Georgia
Okay, all the
satellites.
words are important, and all the comments are
Give me no
important. but
lines
there he
and
is.
keep your hands to
And who's gonna
yourself.
stop him? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody's going to stop him. Now, I have to say, when Reagan was president,
Yeah, I'm sitting out here enjoying the rain.
American, I think.
It's been raining hard here.
The
It just
president is
quit
of this
again.
mind too. Once he takes care of Iran,
I
But
was
the issue
in
with
the
Iran
whole
to me,
time
let me
Reagan
be
was
blunt with
president. I
you.
voted
It's
for Reagan in
an
basic
on-again,
training.
off-again war.
November 1980,
And that
I
does not
voted
lead to
for
victory,
Reagan.
ultimately. An on-again, off-again war.
He came in
And what leads
office
to
in
victory?
January 81.
I'm tired of people saying this regime can't be defeated because it's an
Here
ideology.
comes the rain again.
All regimes are
I
based
can't.
on all of them. Whether they're communist or fascist or Islamist, they're all built on an ideology.
Wiggins not in my
Soviet Union
backstage.
collapsed.
Wiggin ain't gonna come up here,
We were told over and over again,
especially after his
entertainment,
stream last night.
mutual assured destruction. They
Oh,
can't
my
be
baby
defeated.
woodchuck's out there after the
Until one
peanuts.
man said, "No more with this
He's
detente.
trying to climb the rail.
No more with this defeatism. The Soviet Union can be defeated. And we could do it without sending in ground troops." We did it. Reagan. And I'm
I
here to
wish I had
tell
a
the
camera
Iranian
out there. You
regime
could
to be
watch this
defeated.
little woodchuck, what it's doing.
But we have to be
Fucking
willing to
hilarious.
embrace all the potential
You ought to get you one and make him a pet.
Oh, they'll come right to you. They'll come right in your fucking apartment.
But sometimes broken
They'll beg
records
for
are
food.
necessary.
Oh yeah, they fucking sit right at the
It could
door.
be trained.
They're worse than a
it could be
squirrel.
armed. It could be supported.
They get
with
to know
air
you and like
support,
you.
with satellite
Yeah,
monitoring the enemy and so
fucking-
forth and so on. It can
he's
be
up
done.
there right now eating
If we have a
peanuts.
CIA with the willpower to do
I'm
it,
gonna have to go out and
hopefully
put
a
the run
director is
on. I don't
willing to
want
do
them
it.
eating all my peanuts.
It absolutely can be done.
There's lots of other things for them fuckers to eat
Taking
besides
down the Soviet
my
Union
peanuts.
was much more complicated and difficult than taking down this Iranian regime. Number two, if we're serious about defeating the regime,
I
victory,
bet they'd tear up some red beans.
the Arab countries are telling us,
Don't eat
and what
anything.
Turkey is telling
I
us,
had some cherries I didn't
to
finish
stop
eating.
sidelining
I
the
put them
third
out
most
there and
powerful
they
air
eat them.
force on the face of the earth, and one of the greatest intelligence services on the face of the earth, and that would be the Israeli Mossad and Air Force and their IDF. They're in the neighborhood. Their cities have been hit. They are threatened all the time. But they, like the Iranian people, are poised and motivated to defeat the Iranian regime. You know, people talk about our helping Israel over these decades. Let me tell you something. Nobody has helped these Arab countries more than the United States. Most of the bases we have in the Middle East, they're not in Israel. They're in one Arab country after the other, aren't they? And we have men and women who are positioned in these various Arab countries on these various bases. We have defended the Arab countries against threats from Russia, against threats not and these dictatorships shouldn't be dictating to us how and when and how we defeat the Iranian regime. Nor should Turkey, which is led by a nationalist socialist Islamist, a grave threat to us and his own people.
Hey, Tom, what do you think of Bud Noble?
Don't know him.
Don't know him?
News Talk 105.
I'm the same age as his mother. Look at him. Can you see him in my side chat?
No, I don't see any side chats.
All right.
If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unpaid tax returns,
Oh, he's in my side chat.
help you take
You don't like me? Yeah, you know, double chin. See that fucking one picture I got? It goes like this, and it's just, you one homely motherfucker, bud. I'll give you that. Why are you even in my chat, bud? I never talked to you or anything. What, you think you're trolling me? He's down here saying you're a panel killer. Well, go open your own panel then. What a dumb fucker. There's Charlie. Yeah, Corporal Charlie's with us. Hi, Corporal Charlie. Oh, shut up, bud. Nobody here likes you, bud. I don't know why you're over here. Nobody likes you over here, bud. You're a fucking idiot. Go hang out with Lady Venom and your friends. Why you want to bother me? You're just making Wiggin look bad. I see you. I see Wiggin. It's pretty sad. That's pretty sad, Charlie. I see Bud. I think of Wiggin before I think of Wiggin when I see you, Charlie. Isn't that fucked up? You're an idiot, Bud. You really are an idiot. Go open your own chat. Go hang out with your own friends and talk about the weather. I don't really give a fuck if a tornado touches down or not. I'll deal with it if it happens. You ain't never been through a fucking North Country snowstorm, you dumb fuck.
I have.
I'd like to see Bud Noble up here when the power goes out for 2-3 weeks. It's fucking 0 degrees out.
Yeah, you gotta conserve your fuel oil.
You do nothing but try to keep warm.
Along with flexible on-campus, online, and hybrid learning options.
That motherfucker be sleeping.
Yeah, I got 2 Wiggy bags, sleeping bags rated for 0, and then I've got another sleeping bag that's rated for 30 below.
Try NCCC.
Damn thing weighs 15 friggin' pounds. You ain't gonna be carrying that on a backpack very far.
Stop spamming my chat, Bud. I don't fucking care. You never lived in a tornado. Most people don't survive a tornado, you stupid fuck. Not if you're right in it. People die from tornadoes.
I've had a tornado pass over my head. It was still in the air. It hadn't touched down yet.
That's the bad thing about tornado. They can happen like that. At least you know a hurricane, you know what's coming.
Hurricane, you can run from. A tornado, when it happens, and you're in the way, you better take shelter fast.
That's why homeowners
I mean, quick. The tornado don't just make a straight line. It makes circles, jumps over one spot.
Yeah, whatever. It's the forces of atmospheric pressures. You know?
And then they can have more than one funnel.
It's the rotation, the spinning of the earth. That causes it too.
Yeah, it could be like one great big giant funnel with 7 or 8 more small tornadoes in that funnel.
Hey, Bud, you've never been in the North Atlantic with a fucking northern storm. I'd like to see you on a submarine at 500 feet and the seas are fucking like 30 feet. 30-foot waves are fucking nasty. You're an idiot, Bud. Bud, I timed you out for 5 minutes. If you can behave, you can come back. But I don't think you can behave. I think you need to go comfort your little Lady Venom girl there. She's a fucking idiot.
Welcome back to my. I'm always.
You can take anything I've ever said about Rusty that's nasty, right? But I'm going to side with Rusty over that fucking idiot up in Canada. Not just because Rusty's an American, but because Rusty is actually smarter, more intelligent, and actually a little bit more entertaining. Lady Venom is just a bah humbug fucking, Debbie Downer fucking party pooping motherfucker. There's nothing interesting about her. Not to me, anyway.
Gold entered 2026 after a historic year. 53 new all-time highs, record annual demand, and an average price up 44% year over year. Then it pushed past $55.
Made 4 patrols out of Holy Loch, Scotland. All in the North Atlantic.
Yeah, I was stationed there for 2 years.
It's a zigzag.
And I was at Macrahannock.
So when it zags and it's flat for a few
Guess where the missiles were
months,
pointed
that's
at?
the time to jump in. That's
or why the submarine was where it was at. It's not very far to fucking Russia for a intercontinental ballistic missile.
Meanwhile, silver's on track for a sixth straight year of structural supply deficit. Now, what does that mean?
So they went from Polaris to Poseidon to Trident. I don't think they've changed. I think we still have the still called Trident. I don't know. I haven't researched it lately.
Other types of automobiles.
We know the fast attacks. They carry fucking tomahawks, launching them tomahawk missiles off of submarines. You don't stand a chance.
And I think we're poised for real opportunities here. And here's the thing. You know, with paper money can lose its value very quickly, and a lot of it.
Got it.
Paper relies on the federal government. Monetary policy, interest rate policy, hard, precious metals that you can actually hold in your hand. Whether it's
Levin does his own commercials.
Whatever it is. Forever. Value forever. And over the course of time.
Did you see the shirt Tony sent me?
It's gone up.
Yeah, Yankee Doodle Noodle.
Noodle. Yankee Doodle has a noodle, and he's coming to town.
5 years, absolutely free. Monetary gold has been around for over 25 years with the highest ratings possible, transparency. It's a fantastic company. So you have two things going for you tonight. The best gold company there is, Monetary Gold, and real opportunity with physical gold. And of course, silver, if you prefer that. But diversification is, in fact, the key. So call Monetary Gold at 877-NOW-GOLD, 877-NOW-GOLD, or go to marklovesgold.com, marklovesgold.com. Again, 877-NOW-GOLD or marklovesgold.com. Performance vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm spending a lot of time, and I'm going to spend more time about communism, Islamism, woke right neo-fascism, because like never before in our lifetimes, this is a serious threat. These ideologies, the first two, are not taking over the Democrat Party. It's taken over some Democrat parties in our cities, communities, and some states. It's not theoretical. It's reality. Neo-fascists, some of them have secreted themselves into our government.
Hey, Tom, I sent a bunch of text messages to Patrick, New York this morning. Trolled him there and in New York chat. My camera's hesitating.
Trash America. They trash our people. And I noticed they trash.
Does my audio sound good to you, Tom?
Yeah.
Thomas Sowell, Barry Goldwater, Ronald Reagan. They tell us just like
I was too tired to hang out. I see EQ and you guys in the chat. I had to go to bed.
I hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the day we can't win on the Constitution and the Declaration and our history and our founders, the day we can't win on capitalism, which is called commerce for the rest of us, which wasn't invented by anybody. It's a practice that
it might be the weather. I don't know.
We lose our country in the West.
Plus, I run my laptop off Wi-Fi, so that has something to do with it.
And the propaganda that they're what is it podcasting?
I don't know if this thing has the right connection, so I could hook it right directly to my box instead of using Wi-Fi. Haven't tried it yet. Thinking about just getting the desktop.
Not all of them. 99% of them. or something else. Inexperienced, unknowledgeable,
Upgrade never hurt nobody.
uninformed, but we'll be right back.
Anybody want to hear some of the text messages? I can read them. I sent old Patrick a bunch of text messages.
Stay cool this summer with AC Pro and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, receive a $20 O'Reilly Auto Parts gift card after rebate with the purchase of a select AC Pro
Squirrels are back.
refrigerant kit that includes a hose and gauge. The advanced formula works quickly to seal common vehicle air conditioner leaks. Beat the heat at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Now when you play Powerball, at Double Play for only $1 more, your numbers will be entered into the Double Play drawing for a chance to win up to $10 million. Double the play for just $1 more. If only everything good could be double. Double vacation days. Double desserts. Double favorite dog darling. Double your play with Powerball Double Play for just $1.
Right today, New York Lottery. In retirement, you finally get to do what you want to do, but you have to plan for it. Start by tuning into Mario Bojang of Action Value Wealth Management every Sunday.
Okay, Tom, we got to get these guys going. Are you up here intentionally to kill my panel, Tom?
No.
I think that's what they're hoping. Why are they calling you a panel killer? I mean, it's only a few select people. It's, you know, there's no doubt in my mind there's more people out here who are friendly and like you than those who aren't.
Yeah, because they don't like reality.
Is that what it is?
Something like that.
I'm updating my fucking phone thing here. My
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington.
I was going to read some of these text messages.
Sense of the news. News now.
WMAL News at 7. I'm Heather Curtis. 2 Republican state lawmakers in Virginia are asking the governor to call a special session related to a proposed power company merger. In their letter today, the Governor Abigail Spanberger, State Senator David Suterline, and Delegate Joseph McNamara say the special session is necessary so lawmakers can extend the time the State Corporation Commission has to review the proposed merger between Terra Energy. They say view of the controversial $67 billion election.
Oh, by the way, I have Vanguard's picture. JC put it up before she quit streaming. She's mad at a few people. And she fucking showed a few pictures.
Yeah, I think she's not streaming. I think Yahoo might have kicked her off.
Leadership does not want to get sidetracked. They just want to do the redistricting thing and get out of town.
Is that a possibility?
Leaders ordering that only bills related to redistricting will be considered.
Because she was saying, you know, she'd paid for StreamYard and it was good till like February. Before she was bragging about how she paid $800. You know what I mean?
And we should also talk about the things that our groups really want us to work on.
Maryland has only one U.S. congressional representative, Congressman Andy Harris.
Your apps are up to date. Thank you very much.
Having exhausted all credibility.
Wow, boy, I wish you could see how dark these clouds are out here. Dark. Hi, JC. Welcome to my chat, JC. That is JC. Hi, JC. Been trying to get you in here, JC. We want to raise money for Mary Bernie. I want to raise $1,000. We'll give you $1,000. You play the time that you call the cops. We'll have a good laugh And if Mary needs some money, we'll raise some money for her. I think we should do that. I would like to do that for Mary. I'd give her the money personally myself. I don't bank online. I would need an address and send a money order. That's what I would do. Okay, I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't want to be in Mary's position right now. All right.
No,
And if
her mom's over 65, she might have been charged with elderly abuse.
Well, for one thing, she's not mentally all upstairs. Okay.
No, she's not.
All right. And she's been a ward of the state for a long time because her mother collects SSI to take care of her. She gets some type of Social Security disability, I can guarantee it. All right. Really, JC? I don't know. You were serious at the time. You want me to show it to you? I got it. Beard and everything. No, you showed his picture, JC. No, you did that, JC. Yeah, you did. Look at, there's rum in my chat too. I did it again. Billy Hayden does it again. Don't forget, JC, I'm the one that sat up there on the panel with Darren Whitney a lot. Don't forget that, JC. Don't try to change what really happened.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I don't need you, JC. Then that just means you're a liar, JC.
Oh, I know. That's where I'm going. This thing's not locked in. It keeps putting it over here.
That just means you're a liar, JC.
For the fall semester at North Country Community College. Take advantage of North Country scholarship programs for the upcoming year, along with flexible on-campus, online, and hybrid.
Yeah, put that on the side there. I'll try to put darn it.
So you can start your career.
JC, you gonna deny that you protected Rum and Vanguard and all them goofy fucks? JC?
I knew when they put it on, it wasn't gonna hold.
You're the idiot, JC, and you're not streaming because Trump is president. You won't admit defeat. You're not a strong woman, JC. You don't dare talk to me one-on-one. The only one's got my phone number is Taco Mama and whoever you said. Monica. Oh, Monica, she's a real good one. Woman runs around, I'm on a keto diet. Well, keto is short for ketoacidosis, which has to do with the pancreas creating insulin to break down sugars in your body.
Through the evening, some of these storms will likely be.
So she has to watch. She can't eat white bread. She's got to watch her carbohydrates. She's got to stay away from the noodles, soda, beer, liquor. When you're diabetic.
Some scattered storms possible again on Wednesday late afternoon. Highs mid-80s.
I'm on keto. No, it doesn't mean ketoacidosis. No, I don't have diabetes. Yeah, you do.
Until 10 this evening. Right now, it's 80.
Should have been nice to me, JC. Also, JC, you put my mother's picture out there. I ain't forgetting. I ain't forgetting, JC. Now you should do the right thing, JC. We'll raise $1,000. I'll give it to you, and my charity will be to Mary Bernie. That's what we need to do. You lost the bet, JC. I didn't. You just watch.
381. When it looks like Graham Plattner's replacement in Maine may have a lot of problems.
I wish Whitney was here. He could talk about Maine a little bit.
I hadn't eaten anything hardly since I've been here. Why? They serve food I don't eat.
The party couldn't pretending it was anything other than a total scumbag.
Like talking to a wall.
Senate President Truman Jackson is poised to become the new nominee after edging out his opponents in a special selection process to replace Blackner. The candidate effectively locked up the nomination over the weekend by sweeping county delegate elections. American Prospect reported that he won a majority of the vote in a whopping 15 out of 16 counties and took over 90% of the delegates overall. Like Plattner, Jackson has some problems. In September 2019, Jackson and his wife purchased a home in Augusta, Maine, for $216,000 using a FHA, Federal Housing Administration mortgage. He required the borrower to occupy the property as it.
Hey, I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, he did not fulfill this requirement. This is called fraud, ladies and gentlemen. This is unfortunate, but I never really read the forms, he told the Portland Press Herald. He noted that he paid his mortgage broker a lot of money, and that he filled out the forms, and me and my wife signed them. Well, you signed them under the penalty of perjury. It's not surprising Jackson would use that excuse, given that deflecting blame is to politicians what mustard is to a hot dog. Jackson's broker, however, told a different story. Quote, I mean, he's a senator. You'd think he would read forms and understand them, he told the Maine Wire. The candidate later sold the home in December 2021 for $323,000, a pretty good profit, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I'd say so. Republican lawmakers filed ethics complaints against Jackson, but the Maine Ethics Commission said it lacked jurisdiction over potential federal occupancy fraud. No criminal charges were filed, and I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain why. No, that's right, because it was a Democrat regime. What's interesting about Jackson is that he
came back to say
done an about-face on several policy positions. He voted against legalizing same-sex marriage in 2009 and espoused more restrictive views on abortion. He later reversed both positions, and yet nobody's holding him to account. Nobody's questioning him. He reversed on major positions. He's a typical far-left type, advocating for Medicare for all, slamming immigration and customs enforcement operations across the country. Crazy. And yet, not unusual for these lefties, is it? No, it's not. They're all kind of creepy. You want to know the truth.
You're the one that took her under your wing, JC.
And now we have this.
She came to your chat, and you gave her the platform.
All these candidates running, how sick they are.
You let it happen, JC. You're responsible.
Points out, this Abdul Al-Sayed is set to attend a campaign fundraiser co-hosted by a lawyer who was also once honored, who honored her grandfather. She honored her grandfather who fought for the Nazis in Nazi Germany. She honored the grandfather. It's not like she said, oh boy, I want to keep my no, she honored the grandfather. Kelly Newman, a prominent local lawyer and Democratic fundraiser, is co-hosting the event to pad El-Sayed's campaign conference.
So there you admit it. You never cared for Mary.
Primary race.
So it makes you a dirtbag.
Showdown against Democratic Michigan
makes
US
you a fucking dirtbag, JC. That's what it makes
for
you.
Their party's Senate nod. Newman previously faced a firestorm on Veterans Day in 2024 when she honored her grandfather's military service. The problem was it was service for the Nazis.
Sad. Really sad, JC.
He escaped to Brazil with my father after Germany lost in World War II, and then made
I'll
their
pray
way
for
to
you
Detroit,
tonight, JC, before I go
where
to
they
sleep.
spoke no English.
I will.
And worked their way
I'm
up
going
to
to say a
provide
prayer
a
for
stable
you
life for their
tonight,
family.
JC.
Well, they should
I
have
don't
been
do it
arrested,
very
don't you
often,
think,
but
and
I'm going to do
deported.
it tonight. I'll say a nice
Newman
little
Hale,
prayer to
grandpa's
God to you.
one of my best friends and one of the first people in my life who accepted me as gay when I was nervous and scared. Michigan lawyer argued that her grandfather was proof that people can change and love indeed can win.
JT, stay out of my business with JC.
He fought for the Nazis.
I'm serious. Next time, I'm going to ban you,
Newman
dumbass.
deleted that post.
Shut your fucking mouth, JT.
Earlier this year, Newman issued a
Know your
public
freaking
apology
role.
for the post and
Go
blamed
kiss
the
Wiggins'
Stevens
ass.
campaign operation for digging it up.
I want to listen to this.
For digging it up? Seriously? You're the one who posted it.
Do it again, JT, and watch what happens.
She also disputed the characterization of her grandfather being a Nazi soldier, seemingly alluding to the reporting that he was in the German Wehrmacht. Well, that's a Nazi soldier. I wonder if he had a tattoo. Many experts, as well as the Holocaust Memorial Museum, have disputed the notion that German soldiers didn't fight for the Nazi regime.
Go play a video game, JT.
It's incredible.
Not dealing with the romper room shit tonight.
As the commercials take over my page, I do hate that. When these commercials take over my page, Mr. Producer, I never buy the product that interferes with what I'm trying to read. You know, even in the quiet of my own home. You're the same way? But a campaign rep told the Jewish Insider the host in question has hosted or donated to several Democratic senators, congresspeople, statewide elected officials, and candidates, including Abdul's opponent, Congresswoman Stevens. All of us, including the host, condemn Nazi ideology. But she embraced her grandfather. Now, maybe you do that quietly, right? Because you're embarrassed. You know, maybe you do that quietly. But this guy, Abdul, he takes in an awful lot of nut jobs. He's got a lot of baggage he's carrying, and he's hoping that'll help him, believe it or not. He believes that'll actually help him. Let's keep going. State Department identifies Democratic Socialists of America as willing vectors of Cuban influence in the United States, reports John Solomon at the great Just the News. State Department detailed travel by Democratic Socialists to Cuba. You've heard this in part. The party's entanglement with Cuba-backed groups in the United States and ideological affinity for the Cuban regime in a report released on Monday. The State Department warned that the Democratic Socialists of America serve as a willing vector of Cuban communist influence in the U.S., bolstered by a network of organizations tied to Cuban intelligence. In a new report released yesterday detailing Cuba's decades-long effort to make the revolution in the United States, quote-unquote, the State Department highlights the DSA's deep connections to organizations connected to Cuban intelligence, including at least one sanctioned by the U.S. government. And these connections include the organization's public membership in the National Network of Cuba, which is linked to the sanctioned Cuban Institute of Friendship with the Peoples. Its delegations to Cuba and the establishment of formal channels of communication with the Cuban government. The State Department report also noted that the DSA.
Well, if anybody donated, if she's got an account set up in the jail.
What the State Department argues Cuba can activate for targeted protests in the event the island nation is threatened. The DSA
they might have released her today.
Has built a national infrastructure.
But she can't go back to her mother's.
Extreme left politics.
They don't really want to keep her in jail.
And with it, a deep and abiding devotion to the Cuban regime, the State Department wrote. I haven't heard this on a single television program. Have you, Rich? Not one. It doesn't seem to matter to the press anymore. It doesn't seem to matter to the press anymore. The DSA did not respond to a request for comment from Just the News. The DSA is filled with these barely pubescent pukes who will not come on this program so I can confront them. The DSA, catapulted to the center of national attention in recent years, as you know. And earlier this summer, Mandami successfully backed several of their candidates. In parallel to the growth of its domestic political footprint, the DSA has markedly deepened its alignment with the Cuban regime, according to evidence compiled by the State Department.
They can't take that long. You have a right to a speedy trial. So unless she pled guilty already, okay? Unless she pled guilty already, they got to take her to court. They're not going to keep her in jail. There's only so many days they can keep her there, and then they got to release her. Unless it's such overwhelming, if her mother's still in the hospital, whatever, we have no idea. You have no idea what's going on. You haven't heard from the mother or anything. So you have no idea. They're not going to give you any information. It's a violation of her privacy. Do you even know who arrested her? Where is she at? Is she in county jail or what? Do you even know what jail she's in? Yeah, if she's in county, yeah, that makes a difference. Hey, Justine, guess what? You can go fuck yourself, bitch. Because I don't really like you, Justine. You don't bring anything to the fucking table except fucking heartache and misery. It's sad seeing you. Go get better somewhere, will you please? Go see Wiggin. Maybe he'll give you a brain transplant. He's good at making brains. Go see Ziggy and you can draw on your face. Because they don't want to keep her in jail. They don't want a judge actually doesn't want to put people in jail. They have to go by the law. They can only hold her for, all right, there's not going to be another hearing unless whatever happened today, right? Who knows? If she saw the judge today, if she pled guilty, we don't know what's going on. Sorry, Justine, you're the last one that's going to come up on my panel. Get out of my face, bitch. Go open your own chat, Justine. I don't want you. You're not coming up here. You're gonna ruin. You're the panel killer, Justine. The fuck out of my face.
Play with Powerball Double Play for just $1 more.
Try it today. New York Lottery. Magic. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Only problem? Call 1-877-8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Mary Bernie's got all you motherfuckers triggered so friggin' bad, and I'm the one she wanted to trigger. Well, Aaron doesn't talk to me, so, you know, Len Church, probably are Aaron for all I know.
Ranging from $250 to the grand
Aaron.
prize of $10,000 cash. Only at Aquasasni Mohawk Casino Resort. Your everyday escape.
I'm just going to wait. Mary doesn't talk to me. Right? If I can help, I will. You know? I'm not going to go out of my way. What's sense? All you guys are her friends, right? People would get on her about, oh, they're picking on you, and say, no, they're not. We're friends. You know, all of them. And JC let her right back up on the piano, and they coddled her. And you can't have it both ways. Not with me, you can't. You know, call me old-fashioned. You know, I'm one way.
30 seconds to download and could save a life. Take steps to ensure a child is
I've always been nice to Aaron. You guys out here, you guys get mad at me when your friends troll me and I respond and it pisses them off. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. I did that thing on Rusty. Right? So I got a community guideline strike for that. They didn't let me stream for 7 days on that channel. It stopped me from streaming. All you got to do is go to a different destination. There, now all you guys know. Okay? Especially you get a first strike, you get one strike community, one strike on the other, you can still stream. It's going to take more than it's going to take 3.
Have your entire patio, sidewalk, or driveway safe.
The second one, they won't let you stream for 14 days.
Call American Construction Specialties now for your free.
Third one, you could lose your channel. I've never lost a channel except for spilling a drink.
Again,
That was, I
55665.
made a new one.
Maryland and Virginia, MHIC 140530.
Just as many subscribers. I got the same subscribers, actually. Didn't take me long to rebuild my channel back when that happened.
And I'm a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
I didn't come down hard on Mary. I trolled her a little bit. I made the best clone of her, Fat Lady Singing. That's a good clone of Mary.
Sense of education, because what's happening in your kid's school matters.
She wanted to make Oreo cheesecake and cook ribs. I think she's coming to me for help, but you guys, you know who treated her the worst is Rum. Rum is the one who abused that woman the most. Then you're Rum. You think you're smart, don't you, you fucking queer? Come on up here and do that to me, Rum. Come on up here, Rum. I dare you. All right? Can't hide underneath JC's wrench in here. None of you can. That's exactly what happened at JC's.
Sweet morning dew, just one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. Arms open wide,
Aretha Franklin.
sacrifice for you, dedicate my life. Here we go. I will go where you lead. I'll be right
I grew up with this. Mark Levin's only about 4 years older than me. Same age as my sister JC.
To get by.
This is to my wife. One more time. Here we go. I'm lucky we don't have a camera in here. All right, we better phase it down. People, what are you doing? I'm doing what I like to do.
So, Billy Hayden, I got a question for you. Do you support Mary Burney?
No, they're really weird, Mr. Producer. Are you sure about that? But this
How can I support Mary Burney? I don't go to her chat. I'm not part of her circle of friends. She wanted to silence my voice in JC's chat.
Not just Motown, but I love Motown.
It's a stupid question, Doug.
No, it's not a stupid question.
No, it's a stupid question.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is a stupid question.
Do you stand behind Mary Burney?
And why are you asking?
Really do love it. Speak
Simple. Don't play politician with me and avoid the answer.
I'm not avoiding the answer.
Would you stand behind Mary and have
What
Mary
did I
back?
just say? Were you just listening to what I just said? Did you hear what I just fucking said to JC?
And
were you listening?
I wasn't
You
here
weren't
for that.
All right. Well, I just said it. Okay.
What did you say?
I'm trying to listen to the news. Okay. You can rewind my thing and fucking you see JC posting in my chat. You want me to give you the timestamp on it? I can do that.
Nah, I'm good. I don't give a shit.
All right, JC. Now I'll let you know, kiddos. Okay.
Yeah, you do that.
All right. JC said if I gave her $1,000, she would bring up the clip when she called the cops on me here in my village, way back in like 2020 or whenever the fuck it was.
Is she desperate for money?
She okay. Now we made a bet on Biden Trump in 2020, and of course you seen what happened. Supposedly Biden won, right? So I lost the bet according to JC. So I owe her $1,000. Well, the evidence shows that he didn't win. There's voter fraud, and now he's in office, and she's not streaming anymore. She wouldn't double down on the bet, double or nothing. Pretty much. So I offered I'll use my chat to raise money for Mary Burney. If anybody hears what's going on, if she's still in jail, give her some money so when she comes out of jail, because they're not going to let her go. If what happened, what I think happened, they're not going to let her go back to her mother's place. So that's a problem for the county. They have to find it. They have to help her find housing. They got to put her somewhere. They can't just put her on the street. I see you later, Doug. I appreciate it. I hope you like my answer, Doug. Hope I don't have to explain it again, but I will.
Calling us bloodthirsty imperialists, dead-eye psychopaths, and comparing us to the.
Am I right, Charlie? And remember that guy coming up and asking if I fucking support Mary Burney.
Your medication for enlarged prostate is working. That's what you tell.
I'm not the one who was hanging out with her. Aaron and Mississippi, SW, Dougie's friends.
Enlarged prostate or BPH.
All you people, from CNN chat.
Keeps growing. The bladder keeps working harder.
And by the way, first tenor is all part of that.
But surgery.
Weren't you first tenor?
Aquablation is not the surgery you're picturing.
You never did give me the courtesy of coming to my chat. I came there and I supported you when you started doing that. You didn't come over here.
Find an aquablation urologist.
Fucking hiding underneath Rusty's skirt. What the fuck is the matter with you?
That's aquablation.com. Visit aquablation.com. All surgical.
This is what you get for trying to take away my individuality. And yes, I would support Mary Burney. If I could help her out in any way, whatever it might be, I would do it.
News Talk 105.
As a matter of fact, I'm the kind of guy who would give my shirt off my back for you. You guys just don't fucking realize it. Or you do, you wouldn't do the same. And I'd fuck you up if you fucking were able to stab me in the back really bad. There you go, Yee skirt. That's your answer, boy.
Lastly, that disabled vehicle on the inlet before the GW Parkway has also been officially removed from the roadway in Fairfax County, leaving only the usual congestion to slow you down there, currently costing you close to 10 extra minutes. Now, from GarageDoorRepair.com, here's the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely, lows around 72. Tomorrow, a chance of showers with thunderstorms, then turning partly sunny.
Yes, kiddos, if I lived close by, I'd go see her. Provide all the same, everything's the same and all that. Because JC and her friends abused her. Tried telling her that when she said she was a chef. I knew it was going on. JC uses people just like Wiggin does. That's what you guys do. I don't do that with people.
It gets you the signature in a fraction of the time, while capturing critical insights along the way. Ready to exceed your business goals? Meet your new AI-powered agreement partner.
I offered to, hey girl, you and Scott are welcome to come up. I won't let Rusty up if she tries to follow you up here. You want to say something, I'll let you say it.
Best Select brake rotors, or get one free set of Brake Best Select.
Just like I would anybody.
Direct professional grade brake pads when you buy 2 matching professional grade.
JC still hasn't apologized to me about my mother, and, the little joke punching her in the face, and then kicking my wife, and all that shit. Oh, you think that's funny? But you don't think it's funny what I do, using JC's own words. Why would you go in a chat room like this and tell people you were raped when you were 13 by your uncle? If you're 13 years old and that actually happened to you, you're not going to say that in a fucking chat room. You're not going to convince me otherwise. All for sympathy. Oh, JC, oh, JC. Wiggin, you ever hear him talk? How he talks?
Good. Now, did they get the Wi-Fi? Spectrum delivers the most reliable internet for only $40 a month. It's ultra fast.
I see some of the old trolls are still around.
It's the speed they need.
You got good trolls and you got bad trolls. You got good drama and you got bad drama. You fucking split it right down the line.
Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Stop overpaying the IRS. If you're a business owner or high-income earner and your CPA is just filing returns, you're losing tens of thousands every single year. That's money out of your pocket. Money you'll never see again. Money funding Washington instead of your family. It ends today. Go to taxessaved.com for your complimentary tax saving review. Find out what you're really paying and how to stop overpaying taxes. Taxessaved.com. Keep more, live more, leave more.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite too. Extra value meals are back.
Right now, get a $5 sausage and a muffin with egg extra value meal, complete with hash browns and a small premium roast coffee. Pricing participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
Dollar Tree is celebrating.
You know, JC, I'm not forgetting that day when 6 Feet Under was up there on your panel and I was trolling, right? You guys were bragging about how many fucking accounts you have. Where's 6 Feet Under? Is that where he's at now, 6 Feet Under?
News Talk 105.
They should bury him a little deeper. That fucker probably stinks to high heaven. Here comes the rain.
Really? Well, here's Fox
It's
News.
coming down hard. Wow.
Thousands of non-citizens discovered in voting rolls.
And I got my computer plugged in.
Mikey Sherrill said fewer than 400 of those registered through software glitch voted in the past election. Can you imagine nationwide? Remember, they keep telling us this is the cleanest election in history. Well, they didn't know their you-know-what from their you-know-what. New Jersey's governor announced this afternoon thousands of non-citizens were registered to vote in her state. Some cast ballots in past elections. She said that a serious software error in New Jersey's motor vehicle system led to the registration of roughly 6,600 people who indicated that they were not U.S. citizens between 2023 and 2024. That's a one-year period. Just a one-year period. Almost 3 years prior to my taking office, she said. The individuals answered no when asked on a keypad whether they were a U.S. citizen when applying for driver's licenses and ID cards, but through no fault of their own, the system registered them anyway. So they voted knowing they're illegal aliens, but that wasn't their fault. I see. She stressed that while the error occurred under the previous administration, headed by Democrat Phil Murphy, she ordered her administration's attorney to look into the matter and remove the illegally registered voters from the rolls. Here is the dark secret, ladies and gentlemen. Federal law requires the states to go through their voter rolls. I think it's once every 2 years or whatever it is. And some states refuse to do it. One of them that has refused to do it is New Jersey. California refuses to do it. These dark blue states refuse to clean their voter rolls. People have moved, but many of them are still on the voter rolls. People have died, but many of them are still on the voter rolls. Like here, illegal aliens, are on the voter rolls. So when you hear the media say these are the cleanest elections in history, the Democrats say that can't possibly be true because they won't clean their voter rolls. And they won't clean them because they want fraud. They want people to vote who are not supposed to be voting. There's no other reason.
Streets flooded.
Just like they insist on voting without IDs. That fool Warner, the senator from Virginia, he goes on TV and he's called on it by John Carl. He says, now in our state, we actually have voter ID. And John Carl says, no, I actually vote in Virginia, actually don't have voter ID. Well, we can challenge it. We can do that. So they just lie.
Voter fraud is the issue.
Excuse me. Rather than do the right thing, they just lie. The same message admitting that people in her state improperly voted, Cheryl then attacked President Donald Trump. Well, of course, because he had so much to do with it, right? For what she described as spreading lies about the legitimacy of American elections. Now, the audacity, the gall of this woman to start attacking Trump, who's been trying to fix the system, after she just confessed that in her state, in a simple one-year period, 6,600 people, illegal aliens, had registered to vote, and 400 of them did. Now, 400 voting illegally is not earth-shattering, but 6,600, registered to vote, that's pretty earth-shattering. That's a lot, and it can make a big difference in these close elections. An elected New Jersey official slammed Democrats for failing on the issue of election integrity. New Jersey Minority Leader John DeMaio of Hackettstown. This is another example of Democrats failing to secure elections. He's right about that. That's said by Joe Pernacchio of Borton, Montville. You have illegal aliens being given driver's licenses, really no precaution to tell whether or not they should be getting them. Cheryl said, it was a mistake, 6,600. They specifically said they didn't want to vote. They did not register. In the meantime, 400 of them did vote and were registered. Said, excuse my cynicism, but this is the same administration through their sanctuary state policies and through their DMV policies that created this whole mess. So for them to say 6,600, I would not be surprised if it's exponentially bigger than that.
Yeah, I'll help Mary out. She wants it. If she doesn't, I'm not going to force myself on her. I have my opinion about
Democrats and the media allies
I know the facts,
said it's
and there you
impossible
go.
for non-citizens to register to vote, let alone cast a ballot. Yet time and again,
I'm hoping the judge released her and they're trying.
President Trump has said
they got a place to put her.
Important than the integrity of our elections, said Abigail Jackson. And this latest incident underscores the absolute necessity of the Save America Act. American voters deserve to have confidence that our elections are safe and secure. Why is this so controversial? Why is it so controversial? It isn't.
She took her anger out. All you guys fucking made her angry, and she took it out on her mother.
They want everybody
That's what
to
happened,
vote,
because that's the only person that has
even
any
if they're not
contact
a
with
citizen.
her. You're an idiot, JC.
Yes,
You
that's
and
right.
Angie and Monica,
Really
all you
preposterous.
fuckers who fucked with her.
Every time
And then
Democrats say
Aaron
non-citizens is
and
not an
Southwest, they sit back and don't say shit.
Voters learn about
They even
another case
demonize
that
me.
proves otherwise. It's time to stop making excuses. Pass the Save America Act. In June, Fox News Digital exclusively reported that non-citizens were registered to vote in New Jersey over a period of years. Some of them voted in elections. Others were attempting to become naturalized as citizens, copped to being on the voter rolls, and said they were registered by mistake. In official letters viewed by Fox News Digital from Atlantic County Superintendent of Elections and Commissioner of Registration, Maureen Bogdan, certified that non-citizens came to her asking to be removed. So you actually have some people asking to be removed because the state put them on the voter rolls. Now, who benefits from that in a Democrat state? Democrats. That's who benefits from that. Democrats. Israel, our vital ally in the Middle East, is constantly under attack and facing unprecedented threats like never before. And right now, she needs our help. And nobody better than Pastor John Hagee. For decades, Pastor Hagee has been a tireless defender of the state of Israel through Hagee Ministries and the Christians United for Israel that he founded. Support is provided to one of Israel's leading medical centers in the north, helping care for people on the front lines. What a fantastic, fantastic group of people. The medical team shared this message to you, for you. Thanks to friends like you, we've been able to treat hundreds of patients, Israelis, Jews, Arabs, wounded soldiers, and civilians with advanced medical care. Stories like these remind us that compassion looks what it looks like. Real lives are being saved every single day. Go to JHM, John Hagee Ministries, jhm.org/Levin, jhm.org/Levin. Please go there right now or call 855-694-9647, 855-694-9647. Give the best gift you can. Every penny, every single penny is tax deductible. America, stand with our ally Israel. Stand with Pastor John Hagee and Hagee Ministries. They're doing God's work. You are too. You are too, by supporting this activity. Call Hagee Ministries at 855-694-9647, 855-694-9647, or visit jhm.org/Levin, jhm.org/LEVM. Please help make a difference now and for the next generation. And again, every penny is tax deductible. We'll be right back.
Mark Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Squarespace is not only the best place to build your website, but to discover new domains too. Something like topfootballcamp.com for your top football camp, whisperingbloom.com for your silent retreat, or whisperingboom.com for your shouting retreat. Maybe velvetchords.com for your music studio, or existentialglitter.com for your art studio. With a website from Squarespace, you can build your brand and your business, all at squarespace.com. Get your domain before they're gone with offer code MAKEITREAL for 10% off your domain or website.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite, too. Extra value meals are back.
Right now, get a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal, complete with hash browns and a small premium roast coffee. Price of participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
When the moments in your life are too important to miss, you can trust O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I remember JC offering to send money down there to Mary for something there. It was when they were getting her to open a stream. They wanted her to stream. JC and her friends sent Mary up to stream. JC's always offering money because, you know, she's a good Samaritan.
Feel the heat and grab the cash at
How about that, JC?
Play the $60,000
Didn't you? Weren't you trying to send her money?
Big cash prizes. Earn entries July 1st through August 22nd. Then
Pretty sure he did.
Be here for the grand prize drawings on July
I was there. I fucking watched you do it.
When we're handing out cash prizes each night, ranging from $2
You
won't
wipe me? Catherine, you won't wipe me, Catherine. Catherine, you won't wipe me. Are you here because you hate me, Catherine?
Cars, and I love PCU Fast in Chantilly. Right now, they've got a great deal on powder coating your car's wheels.
Where do you guys find these jokes, anyways?
$850, including mount and balance. Terms apply. Powder coating your wheels by PCU Fast doesn't just look great. It's tougher than paint, resists chips, brake dust, and corrosion, and it keeps your wheels looking new longer. Visit PCU.
I quit raining hard. Well, I came down hard again.
9220. That's 703-705-9220.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite, too. Extra value meals are back.
Right now, get a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal, complete with hash browns and a small premium roast coffee. Price of participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
Is a daily balancing act. One late shipment, one price hike, one employee issue, and your whole month, maybe the entire year, could be in trouble. That's where LendSeek comes in. I needed $100,000 fast to keep up with inventory demands. LendSeek had me funded the same day I applied. Between their AI platform finding the fastest deal and a dedicated funding specialist guiding the process, it couldn't have been easier. Our AI-driven platform matches your business with the right program from over 100 funders, up to $2 million in as fast as 24 hours. Don't wait until it's too late. If you've been in business at least 2 years with more than $500,000 in annual revenue, qualifying is simple. No collateral, no out-of-pocket costs, no hassle. From lines of credit, term loans to revenue-based financing, LendSeek is open for business. Apply in minutes at lendseek.com. That's LENDSEEK.com.
WMAL, making sense of the forecast, because you never know what Mother Nature has in store. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Oh, yeah. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the summertime brings higher prices than really most of the other times of the year, believe it or not. Now, if you're a homeowner, you probably thought, should I call American Financing to refinance and pay off this credit card debt? Then you second guess yourself because, you know, you have a good mortgage rate. You say, I really don't want to turn that in. Listen, that low rate, it's not saving you if you're drowning in credit card interest at 25% or other debt unrelated to your home. That's the math no one wants to face, but it's costing you thousands. You got to look at that, the entire debt that you have, and think to yourself, well, how do I pay it all down? This is the math you got to face because it's costing you thousands. Here's the truth. If you're only making minimum payments on that debt, that's going to follow you for years and years. That's why people are calling American Financing, because they're saving customers on average $10,000 a year by using their equity to finally break from the credit card debt and all the rest of the debt. So you might say, you know, my interest rate on my house is actually pretty good. But then when you include all the other debt and all the other interest rates, because remember, you pay for all of it. Every month you pay for all of it. Well, maybe somebody needs to reevaluate that for you. I think you owe it to your family and to yourself to see what's possible. No upfront fees, no pressure at all. Costs you absolutely nothing to find out what you might be able to save every single month without any pressure. And if you start today, you might be able to delay 2 mortgage payments on top of everything else. So call American Financing. They exist to serve you, and they will tell you if they can. 888-900-1828, 888-900-1828. That's 888-900-1828. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net/LEVIN.
NMLS 182334. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. APR for rates in the 5 start at 6.327% for well-qualified borrowers. Call 888-900-1828 for details about credit costs and terms. Visit AmericanFinancing.net/MarkLevin. Average savings based on borrowers who save over $199.99.
It's like half the commercial.
The fuck are they
Mr.
doing?
Producer, I believe that segment on CNN is fairly recent, is it not? Best as we know.
Fucker's got that big boat
I
down
think
there.
it is fairly recent. All right. Everybody, it's time for a silent prayer. No, actually, it's pretty interesting if it is fairly
Crazy.
recent. And but even if it's not, we have the data analyst for CNN. We'll play this and then I'll circle back talking about President Trump's rating in the Republican Party. Go.
21st century own party approval rating about at this point in the second term. We got Trump, we got Obama, we got Bush. Look, they're all fairly popular, but the one who is the most popular, and we have seen this time in and time out, no matter when you look, is Donald John Trump. He's the only one who's over 80%. 83% of Republicans still approve of the job that Donald Trump is doing as president. He still has that magic touch. We'll see if it carries over to South Carolina, but we've seen it in primaries this year. Senate primaries, and that is because he is still a very popular man, historically popular when it comes to his own party liking and approving of the job that he's doing.
That was in March, but I think it still applies. And he said, let's see what happens in South Carolina. And I think his endorsement will matter very, very much in South Carolina. But all that said, his support among Republicans is rock solid. And you heard what he also said, which is no matter when they measure it, any time of the year, his first term, whatever, it's very, very solid. And I get it. Now, for the communists out there, Elizabeth McDonald is really an excellent host and reporter for Fox Business. And she posts this news: the GAO, General Accounting Office, now says the United States government wasted $3 trillion. Listen to this: $3 trillion on overpayments. Complete fraud. $3 trillion on overpayments since 2003 out of programs like Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, SNAP, and EITC, the VA, and more. The fraud is just shocking. That's about the size of France or Italy. She says stunning that Democrats attack Doge and Elon Musk trying to stop colossal waste like this. It's stunning at a superficial level, but it's understandable at a deeper level. Number one, they don't care. This is power for them. Money is power. Taxation is power. Regulation is power. These programs for these politicians, these Democrats, is about power. Okay? What the DSA, Democrat Socialists of America, and Democrat Communists won't tell you is that the U.S. spends $7 trillion annually on socialist-style programs. That's where most of the overpayments come from. $3 trillion is not a rounding error. It's a governing error. That's not just waste, it's systematic government failure. The GAO says this has been a government-wide problem for years. Washington's biggest growth industry is fraud and overpayments.
What I'm seeing right now.
The U.S. taxpayer. The big government socialists and the others never have to account for this. They never have to answer for this. They just accept this is going on. And of course, the Democrats and the Marxist socialists, they don't even question it. So if you have an Elon Musk and a Doge, they attack them for daring to raise it. Now, there are so many great arguments against these people, against their candidates, against their politics. We started off the program with some of them. This is another one. This is another one. How does this help working people? $3 trillion in fraud since 2003, says the General Accountability Office. How does that help working people? Those taxes come from working people. They come from you. And yet, what's the answer that the communists have? There are no answers. No answers at all. Because they want to expand it. Medicare for all. Can you imagine the fraud in Medicare for all? Those of you paying into Medicare, those of you who have paid into Medicare your entire working careers, can you imagine giving Medicare to illegal aliens? Can you imagine giving it to college students? Can you imagine just giving it away? What will happen at hospitals? Your inability to get emergency care, your inability to see a doctor. This is the experience in Canada, in France, in England, wherever they have these government-run healthcare systems. We know they don't work. And they have to rely on our pharmaceutical companies and our inventiveness and our production for most of these cutting-edge drugs, if you can get them. If you can get them. Can you imagine relying on the government for life and death decisions like this? I'm quite serious. Medicare for all, it sounds so clever. And by the way, it would destroy Medicare too, because Medicare is also subsidized by private health insurance. Many of you have different parts of Medicare. you're paying insurance companies like Humana or whoever. That helps to subsidize the Medicare program, even though you've already paid taxes into it. If they nationalize Medicare, all that private insurance goes away. You won't have any of it. All those companies go out of business. All those people go out of business. There will be no more private options. There will be nothing. Nothing for you to rely on. That's how it would work. Medicare for all. We've got to pierce through the propaganda and the sloganeering, America. We're for working people. No, you're not. You're for enslaving working people. We're for Medicare for all. You're for destroying Medicare. You're not for health care for the American citizen. How hard is this?
I never said you had to bail, Mary.
I'll be right back.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
I am Winter Troxel. We're going to make one of the most difficult financial transitions of your lifetime easy. As we work through the challenges retirees face and how to overcome them, we have one simple goal for the show: live your best life and sleep peacefully every night. Give my team a call, 301-850-0683, and join us this weekend on WMAL.
Investment advisory services are provided by Apollon Wealth Management, LLC, an investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Insurance and annuities offered through MFG Insurance Services, Inc. and its associated insurance licensed agents.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving
Justine, I got you completely blocked. I won't even see you over here. I blocked you.
Your favorite is now your
Stop talking to me.
extra value meal.
It's the only way I can do it.
Right now, get a
Bye.
$5 sausage and McMuffin with egg extra value.
You're on block. You're one of the very few.
Premium roast coffee.
Probably right now the only one.
Pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
They could be the best
Banned in my chat, on my panel, and
want to do, but you have to plan for it. Start by
on my account.
Bojang of Axiom Value Wealth Management every Sunday morning at 5. Or retire now.
You have to use a different
Learn how to
account.
Navigate your retirement years. Results may vary based on market
I see
conditions
that.
and
It's
individual
going bye-bye.
circumstances. Tune in Sunday mornings at 5 a.m. or retire now.
I don't care if I only have one in
Axiom
here.
Value Wealth Management. Advisory services offered through Axiom Value Wealth Management, LLC. A registered investment advisor. Insurance services offered through Axiom Value, LLC.
Not planning today can cost you tomorrow. Stop worrying.
fucking
and start
hilarious.
planning with Trajan Wealth. Contact Trajan today at 202-750-3300 or go to TrajanWealth.com.
Time is it?
Advisory services
I've been here an
offered
hour
through
and
Trajan Wealth
58
LLC.
minutes,
This is
and it's
registered
8
investment
o'clock.
advisor. Paid advertisement.
Have you noticed tingling, numbness, or burning in your feet or legs? It might seem like a minor annoyance, but those could be early signs of peripheral neuropathy, and it often gets worse if it's left untreated. It's Derek Hunter. If nerve pain or loss of sensation keeps you from enjoying golf, pickleball, walking, traveling, or just an active life, I encourage you to call Dr. Shannon Thompson, the founder of Restore Health at Virginia and Ashburn. Dr. Thompson offers an advanced, drug-free, non-surgical treatment program designed to improve circulation, calm damaged nerves, and help restore sensation and balance. And for a limited time, the first 25 WMAL callers will receive complimentary nerve, sensory, and thermal imaging screening. The first step is a brief phone consultation with Dr. Thompson to find out if this program may be right for you. Call 703-637-1000. That's 703-637-1000. Again, 703-637-1000.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9. News now.
Following a week and a half of deadly airstrikes, President Trump warned Iran.
Honestly, they haven't seen anything yet. We've been nice. We've been nice.
During a meeting with Lebanon's president, President Trump told reporters the U.S. will soon hit Pickaxe Mountain, a suspected nuclear site where Iran is believed to have transferred centrifuges.
My baby woodchuck is back.
Is pushing back on
He's looking right at me. He sees me.
Countries are over.
Fucker.
You don't know what the dialogue is behind the scenes, that they want to be desperately to try and end it because they're getting decimated.
But President Trump says unless Iran is ready to meet in a meaningful way, he has no interest.
Fox says Jared Halpern at the White House. The U.S. military has confirmed that a third service member is believed to be dead in last Friday's attack on a base in Jordan, identifying the soldier as Sergeant Angel Romperson of Queens, New York. Yesterday, the Pentagon identified James Fian of Hawaii and Isabella Gonzalez of Carrollton, Texas, as the two others killed in an Iranian ballistic missile and drone attack. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth appeared before the Senate Appropriations Committee asking for more money to fund the military, saying the Biden administration lets supplies dwindle.
President Trump's following a simple logic. The military requires a generational investment.
Hegseth said he estimated the conflict in Iran has cost about $37.5 billion so far. A Mexican government official says the man who was struck and killed by a tractor trailer while running from an encounter with immigration and other federal agents in Florida had been on vacation in the U.S. on a tourist visa. The death of 28-year-old Juan Cornea Duran was the third death in roughly a week involving encounters with ICE officers. America's listening to Fox News.
WMAL News Time is 8:02. I'm Rich Casone. Storms are rolling through the DMV tonight. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 10, and meteorologists warn to keep an eye out for other potential watches and warnings.
A lot of lightning with the storm. Again, all headed very slowly east and southeast. We're not going to be down from this alert until 10 p.m. Still at the top of the list, your highest threat, that of getting some winds, 60, 70 miles per hour, could easily do damage, even give us some power outages. And then next on the list, the chance of flash flooding.
7 News meteorologist Veronica Johnson. Maryland state lawmakers are being called back to Annapolis in early August to address one thing only: redistricting.
Leadership does not want to get sidetracked. They just want to do the redistricting thing and get out of town.
Maryland Democrat state leaders ordering that only bills related to redistricting will be considered. Maryland State GOP delegate Ryan Naraki telling Fox 45 affordability and high energy costs should also be on the docket.
If we're going to play this silly game about partisan redistricting, then we should also talk about the things that our constituents really want us to work on.
Maryland has only one U.S. congressional representative, Congressman Andy Harris. Barbara Britt, WMAL and WMAL.com.
A new Montgomery County bill looks to add teeth in the battle against illegal massage operations and human trafficking.
Councilmember Donalewski knows the trafficking
in the labor or sex context doesn't always occur or look the way people expect it to.
The legislation she introduced is aimed at closing a gap that occurs after authorities step in for initial offenses.
Here's the problem. Some of the same individuals who end up getting cited and they shut down that particular business, they just pop up as a new LLC.
Wilkie's bill, in consultation with Montgomery County Police and other entities, would prevent future licenses from being issued if there are ties found to human trafficking, prior license revocation, or prostitution-related offenses. Scotland on WMAL and WMAL.com.
That's the latest. I'm Rich Casone for WMAL.
The top story in the DC area right now currently exists in Fairfax County inside the Beltway. An accident has been reported on Braddock Road that completely shuts that area down both ways at Montgomery Street. That is not expected to be cleared for at least the next hour, so drivers are advised to seek alternative route. Otherwise, both loops of the Beltway flow completely clear right now. It's the same story for 395 and I-95 either way. Now, from GarageDoorRepair.com, here's the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Tonight, showers and thunderstorms likely, lows around 72. Tomorrow, a chance of showers with thunderstorms and turning partly sunny with a high near 86.
We are Children's Miracle Network, and we raise funds for 170 local children's hospitals. Make big change today for kids in your community. Support your local children's hospital with a monthly or one-time gift online. Learn more at cmn.org.
500 orders a month was manageable. 5,000 is madness. Embrace intelligent order fulfillment with ShipStation, the only platform combining order management, warehouse workflows, inventory, returns, and analytics in one place. What used to take 5 separate tools, ShipStation does in one. Automate fulfillment and rate shopping to ship up to 15 times more with up to 90% savings. Go to ShipStation.com and use code AUDIO to try ShipStation free for 60 days.
Now, on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app, Mark Levin.
The reports of B-1 bombers heading to the Middle East right now as I speak. Maybe that has something to do with what the president said today in the Oval Office. which is the following. Cut 5, go.
Do you believe that Iran has moved nuclear centrifuges into Pickaxe Mountain? And when you say we're not done yet, what is left to finish?
Well, I think that they may have. We don't have it on record. All we do is read the fake news. You know, we see the news is so wrong so many times. So, maybe this one they have right, but it's okay. It doesn't mean anything unless they have the material. You're talking about the centrifuges. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything unless they have the material. They don't have. We follow the material. That's where the action is, and we'll be hitting that area probably pretty soon. And there's not a thing they can do about it. Normally I wouldn't say that. If I thought they could do something about it, I would never say that. But we'll be hitting that area pretty soon, and very heavily.
And here he is trying to defend this country, trying to take down these remaining sort of outposts of potential nuclear weapons. Centrifuges, I think, are being hidden there, according to the Israelis' published reports. And here we have Chris Van Hollen on CNN yesterday. This guy is an Islamist-supporting member of the United States Senate. An Islamist-supporting member of the United States Senate. His wife is apparently very aggressively in that mode as well. He has undermined our troops from day one. He's undermining our country in the middle of a war. And there was a time when, regardless of the state, regardless of the party, that when a senator conducted himself this way, it was a political death spiral. But now they have candidates running and so forth and so on. Things are very wrong. A lot of it has to do with immigration. A lot of it has to do with homegrown indoctrination in our colleges and universities and in our media. But here's this Van Hollen. Cut 6, go.
There is no plan, John. And the thing about this senseless war is that there never has been a plan.
And they repeat themselves, and they try to brainwash the public with repetition and slow. There's no plan. Yes, there's a plan. It's being executed every day. It doesn't mean that the plan works perfectly. No plan does in a time of war. But there's a plan. It is being executed. And it would be helpful if we had people who actually supported it in the Democrat Party. But you basically have one in the Senate. In the House, maybe there's a handful, but that's it. Go ahead.
The president said the objective was one thing one day. He changed it to something else another day. And now we see more Americans killed, more Americans injured, more civilians killed.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Do they seem like they're really upset about Americans killed? I don't mean to be controversial, but do they seem like they are? Did they seem like they were when Biden had that disastrous pullout in Afghanistan? Did they? They seem very concerned about any of this when illegal aliens are murdering American citizens and raping young girls and so forth and so on. Do they seem to care? No, they don't seem to care at all, do they? No, for them it's just another argument. Go ahead.
This is closed again. It's widening, as you reported. The Houthis are talking about closing the strait that goes into the Red.
You know, the problem is we don't have a reporter that pushes back and says, Senator, by now, if you had your way, the Iranians literally would have a nuclear weapon. Then what would you do? And they'd have 10,000 ballistic missiles. Then what would you do? No pushback at all. That's why none of these bastards want to come on my program. Seriously. Seriously. Go ahead.
And oil prices are going up. And other prices are going to go up.
Oil prices have gone down, but oil prices go up and down, but they really went way up when Van Hollen's policies were being implemented by his favorite president, Joe Biden. And then oil prices, your gasoline
I'm
prices
posting in New York chat.
$5.19 at its peak under Biden. You remember that? I remember it. I looked it up. That was the average, 519 cents a gallon under Biden. When there was no Iran and military action with Iran, it was self-inflicted through climate change policies that Van Hollen supports to this day. So he doesn't give a damn about the price of a gallon of gasoline, except, again, to use it as a political argument. Go ahead.
So you have the president who promised the country he'd keep us out of war and bring down prices.
He promised the country there wouldn't be forever wars. He didn't say to the country, we're never going to take military action, even if the other country is building nuclear weapons with nuclear missiles in order to blow us off the face of the earth. He never, ever said that, did he? I despise these demagogues on the left. I despise them. Go ahead.
Doing just the opposite. When you're digging a hole, stop digging. That's what they should do.
Digging a hole, stop digging. He must have been at a Chinese restaurant. What do you think, Mr. Producer? Probably got a fortune cookie. Probably played the lottery numbers on the fortune cookie. By the way, I saw how those were made. My family did many years ago when we were in San Francisco, when you could actually walk in the streets of San Francisco in Chinatown. And we went into this place, and there were two old ladies, Chinese ladies, who didn't speak English. Two old ladies, we were there. And they had the round dough that you use to fold around the fortune in the fortune cookie, and they're making them and throwing them in a pile, making them, throwing them, making it, then they have a little bit of an assembly line that wraps them. So they're fun to read, but if you actually believe, them or take them seriously, if you saw how they were made, you wouldn't. Take my words for it. Now we have it's actually Congressman Adam Smith on MS Now. Now, this guy said the other day to the Jewish Insider, I believe it was, that he voted to cut off Israel because his family was threatened violently. His home was actually maybe even broken into, if my recollection is right. And so he was threatened, so he voted to do it even though he didn't want to. Now, have you ever heard a congressman say that before, America? I haven't. Cut 7, go.
And look, and it feeds into the narrative of Trump as a fascist instead of a democratically elected president of the United States.
What? You know, Trump honors every court decision, every single court decision. Do not forget what they did to Donald Trump, and do not forget what they will do to him if the Democrats take the House. Fascism? Fascism, thy name is Democrat Party. You've got communists running, you've got Nazis running, people with tattoos, people with records of fraud, people with the blind sheik who tried to blow up the Twin Towers the first time. You've got people running who are talking about dismantling our Constitution, who are trashing the Declaration of Independence, who are embracing Hamas and Mao Zedong, and you're calling Trump fascist? You sick bastards, are you kidding me?
All right.
Go ahead.
I mean, George W. Bush regularly briefed us. We didn't love the wars or how they were going.
You hated George W. Bush. God knows you hated Reagan. You tried to impeach him, too. Go ahead.
Within the Bush administration, that there was a constitutional construct and a role for Congress and a role for the executive, and they were interested in
Congress, you have a role. If you want to cut off funding, if you have the votes, cut it off. But you don't have the votes. That's your constitutional power. That's it. It's a big, big power. And it was used to end the Vietnam War when Gerald Ford was president of the United States. Congress cut off the funding. And if they had the votes to do it today, but they don't. They could, but they don't. And so they go on and on about this fascism stuff. There's nothing fascist about what the president's doing. How sick. Go ahead.
Even as they pursued their own objectives.
Shut up, you idiot. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Air traffic controllers guide tens of thousands of flights every day, getting passengers and cargo to their destination safely. Aviation professionals always answer the call, but they can't do it alone. We must invest in modern equipment, facilities, and controller staffing. NATCO, we guide you home.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite, too. Extra value meals are back.
Right now, get a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal, complete with hash browns and a small premium roast coffee. Pricing participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
Our Q4 roadmap includes omni-ball.
This season, it's not about their rules. Lucky Rebels taking the odds back from the suits. So rebels like you can make your own rules. When it's 4th and long, you're not made to punt. Play the way you live, like a rebel. This season, join the rebellion at LuckyRebelClub.com.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite, too. Extra value meals are back.
Right now, get a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal, complete with hash browns and a small premium roast coffee. Pricing participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
Deadlines, pressure, the tension. You may just brush it off as stress, but is your hair, I gotta tell you, it's eating us alive, weakening our very roots, breaking us apart. And the more you stress, the more we slip away. Now please, take a deep breath. There's something you can do. Pantene Abundant and Strong System strengthens your hair against stress, reducing hair loss by 85%. Only the strongest will survive the shedding. Pantene Abundant and Strong.
What's Spectrum Internet? It's the most reliable internet to stream, game, and browse the way you want. It's also security to keep your whole family safe online. And it's adding the power of Wi-Fi 7 to your home, so you're ready for today and tomorrow. That's fast, secure, and future-ready internet for your family. So what's Spectrum Internet? It's everything you want it to be. Switch today at Spectrum.com. Services not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
You may not realize it, but most ladder accidents happen around.
Tom, earlier today I was watching TV in YouTube, and I watched this, a red-tailed hawk took a crow. There must have been like 30 crows. I mean, seriously, right? And it was on somewheres on a road or whatever, concrete in a city somewheres. And them other crows, they just kept, they wanting to attack the hawk. The hawk just kept tearing that crow. He got a crow. He just fucking, it was about a 10-minute clip. You're right. JC's eating crow right now. Old Travers used to say, lying and crying. She lied to Rain. She tried to tell Rain she's a widow. First met her, she fucking said her husband cheated on her, so she divorced him. You're a liar, JC. That's all right. Makes you a fraud. That's not all right. JC won't stream because I can sit here and watch her and talk about her. There ain't a goddamn thing she can do about it. I mean, I let her give me a strike. She did that deal. Fucking snitch. How about it, JC? Let's raise $1,000, right? I'll say you won the bet. You let me raise $1,000. Everybody paid. All right, I'll match. I'm going to need Mary's address because I ain't doing it electronically. You guys caused her behavior because that's not a mentally stable person. It's not somebody who really is able to take care of themselves for whatever reason. Doesn't matter. And if she assaulted her mother because of you guys, it's not looking good. I didn't have anything to it. Made me wonder, though, why she come to me for the food challenge. First, Memorial Day weekend, and then she did it for the 4th of July. You guys should be ashamed what you did with that woman. Yeah. That's actually like dealing with a 14-year-old. Because that's what Mary, until she met you people. API, Mike Chef, JC, watch out for Mike Chef. It just went, the drama went on and on and on. You guys encouraged that.
A chair on here, and you'll prove how.
It's not a bad idea. Let me think about it and talk it over with the powers that be. Yeah, it's something I love doing on radio. No question about it. Listen to me. You're a good son. Unfortunately, your parents are wrong, and you would think by now, when they're looking at society, certainly the last 2, 3, 4 years, they would realize that. But what are you going to do? Now, how did you turn out the conservative? You just used your own noggin?
I did when I was 20. I live in California. I was born and raised in Southern California. I started a company when I was 25 years old, and I changed because there were so many regulations back in 1985, Mark, that I had to jump through with workman's compensation. I had to find every loophole to try to just make my business function and work. I ended up selling it, but it grew to a $3 million a year business in 13 years. And like you say, and you preach it, hard work. This is the working class we're talking about. I worked my butt off. Every day was not a weekend. It was Saturday and Sunday, could have been a Tuesday or Wednesday. It didn't matter. I just worked and worked and worked and built this company with my partner. We had over 100 employees when I sold my company. And
how old were you when you sold it? You were fairly young, I take it.
I was 38 years old.
Amazing.
And I reinvested and did positive
Be very
things,
proud of yourself.
decisions.
Yeah, exactly. This is what America's all about. And yet, according to your own parents' definition, you're not in the working class, and yet you worked your ass off. You were smart about it. You created jobs. People got salaries. They paid taxes. They got benefits. That's the whole point, isn't it?
That, like I said, not only was it my American dream, but I employed, like I said, 100 people, helped their families, and it was a wonderful feeling. It wasn't just about the money. It was about the country, creating jobs, supporting people. It was my dream, and I'm so blessed to this day. And I'm blessed to have my parents. Although we don't agree, I love them. God bless them. God bless you.
And same to you. You're a very, very nice guy. I can tell. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate your call. Now, Ron called yesterday, so we want to bring Ron back, our friend from Garland, Texas, WBAP. Ron, go ahead, my friend.
Good evening. We doing all right today?
We are. You're on.
Okay. I'm sitting here eating some Cracker Jacks, and I just found...
Wait a minute. I thought I was the only one that eats Cracker Jacks now. Good for you.
Well, they're not the same like they used to be when we was kids.
No, but they're good enough.
It's pretty good, yeah. I just sit there trying to mull over, There must be some kind of pork or something in this SAVE Act, because that's the only reason I can figure out how come. And I don't know who the Republicans are that are pushing back against it about the SAVE Act.
There's no pork in it that I'm aware of. I think it's a standalone bill, and I have not heard a rational argument yet. I've not heard a rational argument yet. But, you know, we actually have votes where the Democrats, every single one of them vote one way, and rarely do we get the Republicans doing it. But I did hear that it passed in the House again. So the Speaker, Mike Johnson, deserves a lot of credit for rounding that up and getting that through. I think that's what happened.
Well, that's a great thing. You know, down here in Texas, we finally got rid of one of the rhinos. Mm-hmm. And, of course, I don't know, the one that's going to replace him is going to be a whole lot better. But at least he goes after people, and I'm talking about John Cornyn. He was useless for so many years for us. Didn't care a thing about him. He got in office, and he would turn right back against us every time. Another make a deal Mitch kind of guy. But I just wanted to leave with this also. First of all, man, it's great to talk to you. I mean, I've been listening to you a long time, and
Thank you.
You know, you're such a nice guy. You really are.
You're very kind. Thank you.
Have you ever heard of a Mossad, Hassan Youssef?
Yep, I have. He's the son of one of the founders of Hamas.
Hamas.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So have you ever thought about having him on? Because I've watched some of his videos.
All right, let me tell you something. I've never told anybody this. All right, Ron, you hang up, but listen to the show. I'm going to fill you in on something that happened. I'll fill in the whole country while we're at it. So we'll be right back. I'm going to answer Ron's question. We'll be right back.
Let's be honest, the math just isn't mathing between the grocery store and those skyrocketing insurance premiums. Even with a steady job, more families are being forced to rely on high-interest credit cards to cover expenses. If you're a homeowner carrying balances with interest rates in the 20s or even 30s, it's time to get some relief. Right now, mortgage rates are at a 3-year low, and American Financing is helping homeowners pay off that high-interest debt by using their home's equity. Their salary-based mortgage consultants build exit strategies from debt. They're saving their customers an average of $800 a month. Plus, if you start today, you may even delay the next 2 mortgage payments. There are no upfront fees or obligations to find out how much you can save. America's home for home loans is American Financing. American Financing, 888-994-7660. That's 888-994-7660. Or AmericanFinancing.net, NMLS 182334, and MLSConsumerAccess.org.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Air traffic controllers guide tens of thousands of flights every day, getting passengers and cargo to their destination safely. Aviation professionals always answer the call, but they can't do it alone. We must invest in modern equipment, facilities, and controller staffing. NATCO, we guide you home.
Spectrum TV makes sports easy, so I never miss. Never miss a homer. Never miss a home field hat trick. Never miss a goal line stand, inches from the end zone. Never miss an end-to-end, tic-tac-toe, top-shelf snipe. Never miss a downtown buzzer beater for the championship win. Get your favorite streaming apps included at no extra cost with Live TV. It's one plan, one price, one place for all your sports. For details, visit SpectrumTV.com.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite, too. Extra value meals are back.
Right now, get a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal, complete with hash browns and a small premium roast coffee. Pricing participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing.
Finally, car shopping made for you. With Car Gurus, you can use the new search feature Guru to look for vehicles using your own words. Whether you want great gas mileage or extra trunk space, simply type it in and Guru will give you real, shoppable listings that match. It's no wonder Car Gurus is the #1 most visited car shopping site, according to SimilarWeb's estimated traffic data. Buy or sell your next car today with Car Gurus at cargurus.com. Go to cargurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal. That's cargurus.com. cargurus.com.
You know the feeling, that rush when you reach that goal, make somebody brag a little back home. That's success. And at University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why UMGC offers an accredited skills-based education that helps move your career forward. We'll teach you how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science, plus build your skills in leadership, communication, and critical thinking. Explore more than 100 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. With affordable and online programs, you can unlock new opportunities to help you succeed again. At UMGC, success is yours for the taking and the making, and nothing should keep you from it, especially not an application fee. Apply now and we'll waive your application fee. Classes start August 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
When your business grows, communication can get messy fast. Calls come in, texts stack up, and suddenly your team is working in different places without the full picture. That's where Quo comes in. Quo gives your business one shared number, so every call and text lives in one place. Your whole team can see the entire history. Everything stays connected, and nothing falls through the cracks. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Get started free, plus get 20% off your first 6 months at quo.com/connect. That's QUO.com/connect. If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Your coffee would never get cold. Your flight would always be on time. And your mattress would always respond to you and your unique sleep needs. Sleep Number mattresses are designed to respond to your body and shift with your changing life, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
WMAL, making sense of social media because big tech can't be trusted. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Levin, tough as hell. That's why I like Mark Levin. I'm not sure a lot of people like him. He's tough as hell. But I like him. I love him.
Call in now. 877-381-3811.
I remember when the president did that at CPAC. Now, of course, with only like 25 minutes left in the program, I have another hour's worth here that I want to get to. Let me tell you a story about Mossab Hassan Youssef, one of the children of one of the founders of Hamas. And I have nothing against him. In fact, I brought him on to do the Fox show. And we were taping. And I was asking him some questions about his background and some of these things. And I've seen him interviewed before. He's tough, but he's pretty good. And he got mad at me, Mr. Producer. He said, "You're trying to trigger me." I said, "What are you talking about?" I forget what I asked him about his childhood and so forth, but I remember it. And of course, all the crew was listening and their eyeballs are popping out of their heads or jaws. He said, "You're trying to trigger me. You know, I don't like being triggered." And so I said, "Well, what are you talking about? I'm trying to get information out of you so you can present it to the American people. I actually think we're on the same side of this thing." He said, "Well, I don't know, but you're trying to trigger me." And he raised his voice. And you know what I told him to do? He said, "Get the hell out of here." And he was like shocked. I said, "No, get the hell out of here. I'm trying to interview you. You're a fascinating individual. You have a lot of great things to say, but that's it. That's it." Boom. And that's what I did. It was the weirdest damn thing actually I've ever done with it. I've ever had with a guest, certainly on TV, but ever. I don't ever remember doing that on radio. Do you, Rich? It was crazy. So I'll still cite him from time to time. I think he says some very, very important things. You know, he spent a lot of his life in the Middle East. He's very supportive of Israel and the United States. He's converted to Christianity. I mean, he's a good guy. And I was very disappointed. I wanted to give him incredible amount of time, but it just didn't work. I don't know. I don't know why he was quote unquote triggered. I have no idea. So that's what happened. So Ron, now you pulled it out of me, so now you know. Strange, no? I mean, I'd still like them as a guest, but I don't want to trigger them. I remember when I first heard that word. Do you remember that, Richard? Some guy calls me from Dallas. He claims, I'm gay and you're triggering me. I said, well, what the hell does that mean? You're triggering me. I said, I'm triggering you? Yes. And I think I said, I don't give a damn if I'm triggering you or not, and chased him off. I think. People don't need to call the show and tell me about their sexuality. I've always said that. Straight people, gay people, I said, you don't have to do that. I want to know what's between your ears, not what's going on between your legs. I don't care, and I don't want to know about it. I've always been that way, Rich. Always. I don't want to know. Just tell me what you're thinking. You don't have to say, make it as an excuse or an apology or celebrate it. I don't care. You don't have to overpay for big wireless, you know. Not when Pure Talk comes in with the same service for a tiny fraction of the cost. And now for the first time ever, Pure Talk, my favorite wireless company, is offering any plan at just $15 a month for the first 3 months. They really want you to try a completely different, small company that cares about their customers, cares about their service. There's never been a better time to take Pure Talk for a test drive. It's fast, it's reliable. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Again, any Pure Talk plan, including their unlimited data plans, even their top tier $65 a month plan, just $15 a month for you for your first 3 months. That's a savings of up to $150 in the first 3 months. Folks, switch today because this offer is extremely short-lived. Extremely short-lived. I happen to know that. It's a fact. So take advantage of it. Switch to Pure Talk. Enjoy your first 3 months of talk, text, data, just $15 a month. Here's what you do. Dial pound 250 and say Mark Levin, and you're off to the races. It's that fast. Pound 250, say Mark Levin. You'll be connected immediately to Pure Talk's friendly U.S. customer service team. That's right here in America. Founded by a veteran, a patriotic company, American employees. They care about our vets. I'm telling you, they care about you, their customers. Again, dial pound 250, say Mark Levin. Start saving immediately. Pound 250, say Mark Levin. All right. I want to get to see if I can find this, Mr. Producer. I want to get to cut 14. This is this guy, Saeed. What the hell's his name again? Abdul Al-Saeed. Abdul Al-Saeed. The crazy bastard who's running in Michigan. That's the easier way to put it. Thanking Marjorie Trader Gang Green, a.k.a. Marjorie Taylor Greene, for her support. And he says, I'm going to get votes from her support. She doesn't have any supporters. Another crackpot, like Trader Tucker Carlson. Absolute crackpots. Go ahead.
I talked to former Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene on this podcast in April, and it's kind of remarkable how similar some of your positions are. Like, she also has condemned AIPAC's influence in politics, called for no more U.S. taxpayer dollars to Israel, said that the cost of health insurance needs to go down. Do you think you could build this new coalition with people like MTG?
Look, she said a lot of things I disagree with, too. I'll just say this, that I wouldn't be surprised, right? You know, when you ask me about why establishment elite Democrats are so worried about me, it's because there are a lot of people who listen to her who are going to vote for me in the general election.
No, that's not why, genius. A lot of people are worried about you because you're a communist and an Islamist, and because you embrace groups like Hamas or people who support Hamas like Piker. In other words, you're evil. You're evil. That's why a lot of people worry about you, and they don't want you in the Senate. Marjorie Trader Gang Green is a head case, a nutshell. And she's self-serving and self-promoting. And she switched sides so fast that your neck hurts. You're just watching it. And so we know what's going on. I've been talking about it now for a long time. The Marxist, Islamist, woke right neo-fascists. They call it the U or the V. I've called it the fusion. And their views have fused. And so you've got the woke right neo-fascists who are very socialistic when it comes to economic policy. They reject people like Milton Friedman. They reject people like Thomas Jefferson and Madison, and they embrace others instead. And of course, we have the Islamists and the Marxists who embrace everything, who reject everything about this country. And so they have a common cause. The common cause is their hate for you, Mr. and Mrs. America. Their hate for you, Mr. and Mrs. America. So I wanted you to hear that. All the whack jobs are kind of joined together. Let's go to Neil, Fairfield, California, the great KSFO. Neil, how are you?
I'm doing well, Mr. Levin. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Yes, I'm calling about your program from yesterday, which was extremely important.
Thank you.
And there was a piece from Canary Mission about a DSA member named Emma Vigeland, who said that she doesn't care if candidates are secret Nazis, that as long as they carry out their what the DSA wants, and pointing out that the Nazis, the NSDAP, the first part is National Socialist.
That's right.
And my parents were concentration camp survivors, so I've seen this movie before, and I really don't care for it.
No, these are very evil people, and they're very dangerous people. And the truth is, they don't care for any of us. They don't care about the American people. They break us into groups to try and turn one against the other. That is, one group against the other. They're very nefarious and they're very evil. All right, Neil, thank you for your call, my friend. Let's go to Paul, Houston, Texas, on the Mark Levin app. Paul, go right ahead, please.
Yes, Mark, you said earlier in the show that Van Holland, I think his name is.
Yeah.
The piece of trash, in my opinion. I'm being kind.
and you're right, and you are being kind.
He said, Trump had promised that he wouldn't defend our country, use military action to defend our country. No, that's not what Van Holland, that's not what he said. He said he would not get us into forever wars.
Right.
And the way to not get us into forever wars is to take military action that is decisive, get victory, end it, and move on.
Right, and this guy's opposed him every step of the way. He's defending our country from this regime. Half a century has killed Americans, has backed terrorist groups killing Americans, military and civilian, getting nuclear weapons, getting intercontinental ballistic missiles, and this jackass can't seem to make sense of it. He can. He doesn't care. It's all about power with these left-wing fools. That's it.
Right. Now, one other quick thing I wanted to mention. I hope that Trump goes after. I've heard that there's intelligence that a lot of these ballistic missile systems that they're using that are
the centrifuges at that Pixite mountain.
These are the ballistic missiles that they fire across to Bahrain and UAE and Saudi Arabia. That they are hidden in these like Pickaxe Mountain. They're set up in mountains like Pickaxe Mountain.
Well, I didn't hear the ballistic missiles were there. I heard the centrifuges were there, thousands of them. And if that's right, I mean, that just needs to be, that has to be dealt with. But I'm reading online as you speak, my friend, that we have B-1 bombers heading over there.
Uses those, and maybe they'll send them some bunker buster bombs that will knock those systems out totally.
Do you remember that massive bomb? Rich, do you remember the name of that bomb? They dropped on Afghanistan with like 10,000 Taliban. They found them in a valley. They were organizing, and Trump ordered them to drop that bomb. It's right below. It's a conventional weapon. The Moab bomb, which like blows up everything within a mile. I mean, takes it off the face of the earth. I think we ought to drop a couple of those. Now, the problem is they're not as accurate. But let's give it a shot. What do you say?
Bunker busters and take out those ballistic missiles that they still have left that they're hiding in the mountains.
I agree with that, too. And I think you're going to have to hit these sites a few times, the B1s and the B2s. All right, brother. You sound great. I appreciate it. Do I have to take a break now, Rich? I think I do. We'll be right back.
Mark Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
I'm leaving soon. 2 hours and 48 minutes. Made JC come here tonight. Wow, nice way to treat your friend Mary there, JC. I don't know, Rusty. Why don't you come up here and ask me that question? If you feel like you have the need to give Alpesh my phone number, you go right ahead. Too bad. The motherfucker is over there laughing it up with them. Oh, who are we going to call Billy today? Let's make some reviews. Fuck you. This fucking bitch sticking up for Alpesh. Fuck you, Rusty. Up yours, bitch.